Welcome to the Crookston Sports Center, where we have Crookston Pirates Hockey on hand for you this evening as they host the International Falls Broncos right here on KROX. Good evening, everyone. I'm Tyler Hergert. Hope you enjoyed the December summer day that we had today, as we have some ice action as the Pirates take on the Broncos, as it's the Pirates' third game on the season. They come into this one 2-0-0, a pair of wins including a 7-5 win against Red Lake Falls that we had right here on KROX last Thursday. The International Falls Broncos, they come into this one, they only played one time. They lost 6-1 a little over a week ago, as they are anxious to get back out on the ice and play, as it's a good one here between the Pirates and the Broncos. We just had the JV game that came to a close, a 10-8 game there, as we have an early look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. Later on, we're going to take a look at our Napa Crookston Welding Machine starting lineups. We are also going to hear from both coaches. We'll also talk with our analyst, Bo Melby, later on. All of that and more forthcoming on the Riverview Health pregame show. But we are going to step aside, take our first break of the evening, and then we are going to hear from the head coach of the International Falls Broncos, Coach Chad Baldwin. His interview coming up next here on KROX.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
Is this muted?
Games. What have you and the guys been thinking on? We feel good about the way that we've been playing, the way that we've progressed sort of the last two games. We continue the Riverview Health pregame show here on KROX with the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Coach Josh Hardy. We continue the Riverview Health pregame show here on KROX with the head coach of the Crookston Pirates. We continue the Riverview Health pregame show here on KROX with the head coach of the International Falls Broncos.
For all of your automotive
Coach
service
Chad
needs,
Baldwin.
call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system.
Should we come back?
They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation
sure, let's
activities.
come back now. Why not?
They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
We continue the Riverview Health pregame show here on KROX with the head coach of the International Falls Broncos, Coach Chad Baldwin. And Coach, only one game so far, a lot of practice time.
Yeah, we've had one game last Tuesday, and I think we had about 6-7 practices in a row, so the boys are ready to get back playing some games and, not hearing us coaches in their ear all the time at practice and get to go take it out on somebody else.
How important has it been to try and get the guys rallied in practice with such a long time off in between games?
It was good. We actually got to work on some more stuff that maybe you wouldn't get to, right before you have your first regular season games. So we were able to lock in our systems a little bit better, get those tidied up, and we had a couple weeks of good hard practices, and the boys should be eager to get out there today.
What do you know about Crookston?
Not a ton. Last year we had a pretty good game with them, and I've been coaching for 9 years now, and it seems like every time we play them, it's maybe a 2-3 goal game at the most, and two usually pretty even teams. And the other main thing is Josh Hardy's a Falls guy, so it's always kind of a battle between us for the W.
Your team, it's a lot of upperclassmen, and how important is that, having those guys and that leadership?
Yeah, it's always huge to have a group of upperclassmen that kind of been around and experienced what varsity hockey is all about, and they're confident in themselves and have been in pressure situations before. So whenever you can have that leadership, it's always a benefit.
How's the health of your team?
We have 2 kids out with broken arms. One kid broke his arm just before hockey started, and then one of our other junior forwards broke his arm during one of our scrimmages, so we're down a little bit with injuries. But other than that, everybody's healthy and ready to go.
Do you have 2 to 3 keys to picking up a victory this evening?
After our first game, one of our big keys was, coming out with a little more urgency, a little more fire right away. As the game went on last week, we kept getting better and better, but we started out a little bit flat. And we just need to get more shots and get guys to the net too. We had quite a few shots last week, but didn't have those follow-up shots. So the other big thing is just working hard. Our guys compete, and we kind of have a younger D-core, so just keeping on them to have good gaps and keep guys at the outside.
Pucks in net, guys out in front. It's all a cliche, but it's only a cliche because it really does work.
Yeah, I mean, hockey can be a simple game if you do all the things right, and those are simple things. Get pucks out, get pucks deep, and go to the net.
Thanks, Coach, and best of luck this evening.
Yeah, thank you.
So that was the head coach of the Falls Broncos with his thoughts, Coach Chad Baldwin, as they're just about to play their only second game on the season. We're going to step aside, take another break, and then we're going to hear from the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Coach Josh Hardy, coming off of 2 straight victories. They're going to look and try and make it 3 here. We'll hear from him right after this on KROX.
Hi, I'm Dr. Angie Smith, optometrist at the Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic. We aim to provide high-quality products to our patients, things that we use ourselves in treating our own dry eye or coatings that we like to use on our own glasses.
We offer myopia control contact lenses for children, which are soft contacts that not only correct their vision, but are designed to slow the progression of their nearsightedness.
The eyes lead the body, and we are passionate about helping the eyes be safer, sharper, and faster.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball,
baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf,
volleyball,
crap shooting,
hockey, basketball,
wrestling. So we have a lot of sports.
And there is
orchestra,
band,
choir,
visual arts,
speech,
theater,
Leo Club.
And Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is my education destination.
Crookston Valley Cooperative in Crookston is your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering the products and services that you've come to expect. Crookston Valley Cooperative specializes in seed, chemical, and fertilizers that you need to keep your farm operation growing. For expert advice you can rely on, give Sean, Mike, or Matt a call at 281-1178 today, or stop by at Crookston Valley Cooperative, located at 1122 Fairfax Avenue in Crookston. Crookston Valley Co-op, here to keep you growing.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Minnesota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Dr. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
It's always growing season here at United Valley Bank. We're focused on growth for our customers and communities, success for farms and businesses, and improvement for ourselves. Partner with us, and you'll see firsthand just how much the right hometown banking team can change your perspective. Together, there's no limit to the heights we can reach.
United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Playing the way that we progressed sort of the last two games. We found a way to get it done last week against Red Lake Falls, and we got some work in on the power play, penalty kill, some of those things this week, so hopefully we see some improvement there. And then for us, it's the big thing that we want to see maybe tonight is that how do we show up, right? We want to start fast tonight, that's kind of our goal, but how do we show up against a team that is driven a long ways? We want to jump on them early, and we want to do the same things whether we're playing Red Lake Falls, Kitson, International Falls, East Grand Forks, Thief River, it doesn't matter, right? We want to show up and play the same sort of style of hockey, things like that. So that was sort of the conversation that we had in the locker room here a little bit ago, and I'm excited to see how we respond tonight.
12 goals in the first two games. The offense has been absolutely humming out there. How do you continue that momentum here tonight?
Yeah, I feel like we got 12, and maybe we haven't quite hit our stride yet offensively. So for us, it's about getting pucks on net. That's maybe the biggest thing that we need to do, is find ways to get the puck to the net, get a greasy one in tight, a rebound goal. And actually, we sort of have talked a lot about getting off the crease a little bit. We're getting too tight and missing some of those rebounds because they're coming out too far. So, I think offensively, we've been strong. We'd like to maybe give up a few less. Obviously, Kitson was good, but giving up 5 against Red Lake Falls is, we'd like to keep that to 2 or 3, no matter who the opponent is. So, it'll be interesting to see how we do tonight.
What do you know about I Falls?
They obviously growing up there and playing against them the last 6, 7, 8 years here, they always they'll come hard. They're going to be they're always tough to play against. They skate well. They graduated quite a few, but they got quite a few good guys back. Their goalie is a young kid who's been great all the way up. Had a little hiccup in his first game, but I expect him to be tough tonight. So it's going to be a good battle, I think, tonight, a back and forth one, and hopefully we can come out victorious.
How's the health of your group?
We're dealing with a few injuries. We've got Jackson Reese has got a foot thing going on, and Michael Botshaw's been dealing with a little bit of a hip injury. So those guys are going to give her a go tonight, and we'll see how it goes. If they need to, sit, we don't want to further aggravate an injury or something like that if we don't have to. So other than that, everybody seems to be pretty good. We're coming out of some guys have been dealing with some sickness. That's been going around. So hopefully everybody's feeling pretty good. And it's kind of crazy to think a couple years ago when maybe we weren't as deep. If 1 or 2 guys were dealing with an injury, it was sort of not the end of the world, but we were scrambling. And now it's just next man up mentality. And guys are going to pick up the pace for those guys if they're not able to play. And but hopefully they'll be good to go tonight.
I know you've touched on a couple of keys, but can you limit it down to about 2 or 3 keys to getting a victory tonight?
Yeah, I think for us the fast start's really, really important. We want to get out and be tough early. The other thing that we've talked a little bit about is last 2 games, we've been under 50% in the face-off circle. So we want to control play. We got to be better there. It's not just the center. It's a 5-man unit, that wins a face-off. And so hopefully we can be a little bit tougher in that area. And then, we talked today about, playing on the edge, but not over it, right? I don't think we got over the edge against Red Lake Falls. I thought we played within it, but it made it seem like that because of all the penalties, but they just called it by the book. And, as much as refs, say they're going to call it by the book, it's different every game, and so how do we respond to maybe a different challenge tonight? Or maybe they don't call it as much and we're getting frustrated because they're maybe all over us, right? So it's all about how we respond and how we learn, and I'm excited to see, again, just another challenge for our guys tonight and see how they grow, and hopefully they can come out of here with a W.
Thank you very much, Coach. Best of luck this evening.
Thanks.
So that was the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Coach Josh Hardy, and despite the fact that they have 12 goals in 2 games, he's optimistic that they could have even had more goals than that, which is crazy to think about with 5 in the first one and 7 in their second game. We're going to step aside and take another break. We're going to take a look at our Napa Crookston Welding Machine starting lineups right after this, and as the Riverview Health pregame show continues on KROX.
Hello, this is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community Crookston. Over the years, we have seized the opportunity to make changes and improve the services that we offer. Healthcare has taken on a very distinct evolution, focusing on post-acute, short stay, and return to home. It is our privilege to continue to serve our community with continuum of care ranging from assisted living, memory care, post-acute, short stay, and extended care. We are so grateful for the support of Crookston and the surrounding communities. In this season of giving and reflection, please know how very proud Benedictine Living Community of Crookston is to serve our community.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
Hi, I'm Dr. Angie Smith, optometrist at the Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic. We aim to provide high products to our patients, things that we use ourselves in treating our own dry eye or coatings that we like to use on our own glasses.
We offer myopia control contact lenses for children, which are soft contacts that not only correct their vision, but are designed to slow the progression of their nearsightedness.
The eyes lead the body, and we are passionate about helping the eyes be safer, sharper, and faster.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
Softball,
Baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf, volleyball,
trap shooting, hockey,
basketball,
wrestling.
So we have a lot of sports.
and there is
orchestra,
Band,
choir, visual arts,
Speech.
theater, Leo Club. And Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot of going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is my education destination.
Stop by Napa Crookston and Welding a Machine in Crookston. They have what you need, and make sure your battery will start the first time every time. Buy a Legend battery from Napa Crookston Welding a Machine. They handle all your Legend battery needs for your cars, trucks, recreational vehicles, snowmobiles, and ATVs. And now here's the Napa Crookston Welding a Machine starting lineups. Taking a look at the starters for International Falls. They are going to be standing out there at top line. At center, it'll be Cooper Crandall. Left wing will be Zach Uso. Right wing will be Noah Schikowski. And the defensive pair will be Lachlan Reiners and Brody Carlson at left and right defense. And starting in goal will be the sophomore Kane Thompson. Crookston, they're going to be sending out their top line. It will be Carter Trudeau at center. At left wing, Caden Edwards, who leads the Pirates in both goals and points thus far, and Ryan Street on the right wing. Tegan Lubinsky and Tate Hamry will be the starting defensive pair at left and right defense, and Parker Kelly will be the netminder for the Pirates, as he has just allowed 3 goals against here early in the season, as he is 2-0-0, and that is what the Pirates are heading into this one against the 0-1 International Falls Broncos. We are going to step aside and take another break, and then when we come back, we're going to bring in Bo Melby and hear his thoughts on the Pirates' most recent performance and what we can expect tonight between the International Falls Broncos and the Crookston Pirates here on the Riverview Health pregame show on KROX.
Crookston Valley Cooperative in Crookston is your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering the products and services that you've come to expect. Crookston Valley Cooperative specializes in seed, chemical, and fertilizers that you need to keep your farm operation growing. For expert advice you can rely on, give Sean, Mike, or Matt a call at 281-1178 today, or stop by at Crookston Valley Cooperative, located at 1122 Fairfax Avenue in Crookston. Crookston Valley Co-op, here to keep you growing.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Minnesota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Dr. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exception. exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
It's always growing season here at United Valley Bank. We're focused on growth for our customers and communities, success for farms and businesses, and improvement for ourselves. Partner with us, and you'll see firsthand just how much the right hometown banking team can change your perspective. Together, there's no limit to the heights we can reach.
United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Hello, this is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community Crookston. Over the years, we have seized the opportunity to make changes and improve the services that we offer. Healthcare has taken on a very distinct evolution, focusing on post-acute, short stay, and return to home. It is our privilege to continue to serve our community with continuum of care ranging from assisted living, memory care, post-acute, short stay, and extended care. We are so grateful for the support of Crookston and the surrounding communities. In this season of giving and reflection, please know how very proud Benedictine Living Community of Crookston is to serve our community.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
KROX, as we also thank you if you are watching on our YouTube stream, doing both the radio and the YouTube stream tonight. As I bring in Bo Melby for the first time tonight. Bo, we saw Crookston in their last game, really tight battle between Red Lake Falls. A lot of penalties called specifically in that second period, but they were able to overcome that. Some frustrations were shown on Crookston's side and really, frankly, on both sides with some of the penalties called. But as we heard Coach Hardy talk about, he thought they were all very fair penalties that were called in that game. What do you thought of their performances here early in the season?
Well, I've been mostly impressed with the fact that they've been able to roll 4 lines and their 2 to 3 defensive pairs. They've haven't had to rely on one specific line or one player too much, which you can see a lot in high school hockey, especially up here in Northwest Minnesota, where you don't have 50 kids trying out for the team. So no, I mean that's something that I've really noticed, and they've just played solid hockey all the way up and down their lineup, getting scoring from all 4 lines, all pairs, and getting some pretty solid goaltending as well when they need it. Obviously, there's some goals that they probably Parker Kelly probably want back, but for the most part, when he needs to come up with a big save, he's bailed out his team as well. So really just firing on all cylinders, and again, just I think that's what's impressed me most as the past I don't know how long. Few seasons they've been really having a top scoring line, then have about a checking line, then so forth, a fourth line and all that. But this year they're all kind of grinding lines who can really wear down a team with a good forecheck, who can all also put the puck in the back of the net. So just been really impressed with their play so far.
Well, and the other thing to that point, when you have 4 lines, and really, we'll see, even the third defensive pairing too. When you're able to put out all 18 skaters, not only does that mean your depth is great, but it also helps that top line. They don't have to play as much, so they can have more fresh legs, and that means that their shifts can be even more impactful.
Yeah, the saying is legs feed the wolf, and obviously you want to have your legs under you in that third period, especially in these close games, which Crookston's had so far. So. Especially in that last one. So I think that was the big difference maker, is that Red Lake Falls might have leaned on their top line a little much in that last period, where Crookston kind of was able to roll through, and it really does help when you have a full squad of skaters you can throw out there in any situation. You're really seeing Hardy trust his guys, and they've showed up and proven that he made the right call and trusted them.
And Coach Hardy talked about this as well in our pregame show, and he's kind of talked about this throughout the season, where he likes the chances that they're getting, and he feels like even though they've already scored 5 goals against Kitson County Central and 7 against Red Lake Falls, he thinks they could have scored even more, and he's right. They've had a lot of A-quality opportunities.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's one thing that they're not afraid to is shoot the puck, and they've done a good job of not shooting into players' shins or defenders, and hitting the net is obviously key, and crashing the net as well. I mean, that's the other thing, that they're not afraid to get into those dirty areas and get those greasy goals. They're not all fancy, breakaway snipes from above the dots. They have good shots, but they also know that, hey, you score a lot of goals by just working hard and fighting through some checks in the crease there, and it's been a good thing so far. And yeah, I would agree. I would definitely say they probably could have tacked on another couple goals in both those games, and so we'll see what they have here tonight if they can really open it up. 7 goals is opening it up pretty good, but they can get more. I mean, if they can get another high-scoring game, they'll definitely be pretty happy with that.
You talked about getting guys to the net, and that was one of Coach Baldwin's keys for his Broncos squad. And when you haven't played for so long, it's been over a week since they've played, and they got their toe in the water, but then you have to wait again, and you're practicing and practicing. How anxious and ready are those guys to play?
Well, exactly, especially after a long drive, too. That's the other thing. If it's a quick 15-minute drive, or if it's a home game, you're sitting a lot better. But not only waiting for a whole week of practice and then having to drive down a few hours, you're just chomping at the bit. So that's something that Crookston's going to have to be ready for with the team that is hungry to play. Again, they haven't played in a week, and so they want to have high energy coming out of this and really take the crowd out of it. But and it's a good crowd so far, and we'll probably see some more fans rolling in as we get closer to puck drop here. But that's something that Crookston's definitely got to keep an eye on and be ready for this Broncos team to come out fresh. That's for sure.
How difficult is it when you are, that eager and excited to play after having that much of a layoff to stay composed? Because if you get too eager, you start making some silly mistakes. Maybe you let one go by you on the blue line, or, just a little silly mistake here and there that can lead to transition for Crookston.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's something that they're going to have to rely on their seniors and their upperclassmen to kind of, make sure that they're having their calm, their wits about them, and make sure that, they're especially telling these these underclassmen that, hey, it's just another game. Obviously, I know we're all wanting to get back into it, but you've been playing the game long enough where that it's just another game, and you got to just get through it and just start off on the right foot. And as you said, just start simple, make those easy, quote unquote easy plays, but the simple plays there, and that can definitely help you out and make sure you're feeling good and not make those mistakes early on in the game.
And something interesting that, just an observation, you talked about senior leaders and the upperclassmen. Well, there's a underclassman starting in net, Kane Thompson, for the Broncos, and then a junior in Parker Kelly starting in net for the Pirates. And, it goes without saying how important it is that goaltender play is at its best.
Well, especially this early on in the season as well. You want to make sure to just get as many pucks feel as many pucks as you can, and that's something that the players out in front of you got to help you out as well. And it's a give and take. You want to make sure you're controlling your rebounds, but also you want to make sure that your defense is getting in front of pucks and helping you out whenever they can, stick lifting and getting in those dirty areas and battling. So, yeah, it is weird to see. Usually you have at least one senior goaltender starting, but both goaltenders are, I think, I know Parker Kelly, this is his first year starting for the varsity level, and I'm sure probably Kane Thompson the same thing, I would think. And if not, still, very young and not as much experience as a lot of goalies around the area.
And, power play and penalty kill on both sides. It's very important that when you're on the power play, you're able to take advantage of that. And then on the flip side, obviously on the penalty kill, you want to try and deny those opportunities. We saw a couple of shorthanded chances last week against Red Lake Falls for both sides, and that's another way how you can kind of generate some offense and kind of tilt the ice back in your favor.
Yeah, exactly. That's something that I really saw that Crookston did well too, was getting those sticks in those passing lanes on the penalty kill, and they have speed where they can definitely get to the other end and create chances. So that's something that we'll probably see during this game. Hopefully they're not on the PK too much for their sake, but either way, and obviously, I Falls, and I'm sure they got some speedy skaters out in the PK as well, and so that's something you got to be careful, especially on those D-to-D passes during the power play. As if you're on the video live stream, you can see the Broncos and their cheerleaders, their ice skaters, are waiting for the Broncos to hit the ice, but the Pirates are waiting for the starting lineups to get called.
And, of course, just one last point about the power play. There are a couple of players for Crookston that we've been talking about who have been really firing a lot of great shots, getting themselves into good scoring chances, but haven't found the back of the net. If you're able to score on the power play, that can make the net go from, looking like a pinhole to kind of looking like a big breadbasket.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It's still the same size net, but it definitely, when you're struggling or you just can't find the back, you're definitely thinking that, it looks like the goaltender's taking up all the space, but you get that one shot to go in, it can definitely get some confidence for you. You can really start finding those open areas a little easier.
Well, the Broncos have hit the ice. The Pirates are on their end of the ice as well. They're going to do the national anthem here. We're going to step aside and take a break for that, and then when we come back, we're going to have puck drop between the International Falls Broncos and the Crookston Pirates right here on KROX.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
Hi, I'm Dr. Angie Smith, optometrist at the Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic. We aim to provide high-quality products to our patients, things that we use ourselves in treating our own dry eye or coatings that we like to use on our own glasses.
We offer myopia control contact lenses for children, which are soft contacts that not only correct their vision, but are designed to slow the progression of their nearsightedness.
The eyes lead the body, and we are passionate about helping the eyes be safer, sharper, and faster.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball,
baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf,
volleyball,
trap shooting,
hockey, basketball,
wrestling.
So we have a lot of sports.
And there is
orchestra,
band,
choir, visual arts,
speech,
theater, Leo Club. And Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is
my education destination.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Minnesota because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
With yellow numbers and yellow lettering. And the Crookston Pirates, they have their navy blue helmets, white jerseys, blue should be in net for the Broncos. The Pirates, they have dispersed from their end as netminder Parker Kelly is wandering around right now as getting himself ready, trying to make it 3-0-0 on the season is Kelly, as he has a save percentage of .878 right now. As the Broncos are ready now as they come out to center. It'll be Carter Trudeau in the face-off circle against Cooper Crandall. Referee blows his whistle, and we are underway as Trudeau wins the face-off. It's back to Lubinsky. He'll throw it in deep. And in retreating for the Broncos is Brody Carlson. He's going to try and play it up the boards, unable to do so. It goes back to Carlson behind the net. Now Carlson is going to try and send one through. A dangerous pass that nearly hit Trudeau's stick, but it goes all the way back to Hamry as he retreats into his own defensive zone. Sent up forward and touched in by Trudeau. Street is going to try and get there first. He's able to do so. He was canceled there by Lachlan Reiners. Now a dangerous puck out in front, but the Pirates weren't able to get to it. And now walking forward with this was Carlson. He threw it on net for Kelly from outside the blue line. An easy save for Kelly here just 45 seconds into this first period. An attempted dump in that was blocked by the referee. Zach Yuso tried to do that for the Broncos. And now it's under the Pirates' control as Caden Edwards is going to try and zoom his way forward. He has 2 goals on the season for the Pirates, the only Pirate thus far that has more than 1 goal. This one's going to be sent in. The second line trying to get out there for the Pirates. It's Garrett Fisher lowering the boom in the corner on C.J. Hasbergen. Now it's going to get it back out to the top for Benson. That's a shot blocked off into the corner. Trying to get to it was Fisher. Had that one poked away. Now on the right side as trying to baseball it through and unable to do so were the Broncos, and that was stripped away. Good play there from Grayson Ecker as he makes his way on the right side. Centering feed. That one missed everyone. And now on the far side's Jay Reese. Gets it back down low for Ecker. Threw one out in front. Fisher was unable to get to it. This one's going to get sent all the way down for an icing.
Yeah, a good back and forth here so far as the Broncos felt a little pinned into their own zone, so they cleared it on out for an icing. Again, in high school, you can still change lines on the icing, so get new lines for both teams, and looks like we got the third line out for Crookston.
Third line out there for the Pirates. Caden Edwards is going to join the third line of Brandon Colburn and Liam Larson. And Larson, a quick shot. That one was saved by Thompson. And it gets jabbed around behind, and it goes all the way out to the right side as Parker Olson's going to get there. He was stapled to the boards. A big hit from Colburn. As the Broncos have to retreat into their own end and losing this one. Larson with the takeaway tried to send this one around for Colburn. Unable to get there was Colburn, but Edwards on the far corner was able to. Shot from the point. That one gets deflected wide off the stick of Lubinsky. Hamry trying to chip in and get to it as Wallander for the Broncos is able to get it out to center. Trying to clear it in. They're able to do so. Parker Olson, he's going to be ran into and still trying to find the puck. It's under a couple of bodies. Now the Pirates are able to do so as here's Lubinsky working his way in. It's 1-on-2. Lubinsky making his way to the far side. Now behind the net. Lubinsky still angling with it. Threw one out in front. Shot saved, and Thompson's going to cover it up. That's the shot coming from Michael Bauschow, who didn't play last game. He's playing tonight and already gets on the ice and throws one on net.
Yeah, and that was a good little play there just to get the puck towards the net there. Again, a good save there from Thompson.
Fourth line of Mason Reitmeyer, Lucas Miller, and Bauschow, who's in the face-off circle. He loses the draw to Crandall and gets sent out to the top. Trying to throw one down is Larson. This one's going to go all the way around, and Benson's going to have to try and play this as he's able to do so, and they'll whip it all the way back around to the far side. Trying to pinch on the far side. Now that was Larson. That one's going to be paddled aside by Thompson behind the net, and a shot. Oh, that one missed the net from Bauschow. He might have had that net mouth wide open. But at last they battle for it in the corner. Crandall over there, and now moving forward is Yuso. He's able to get it out of his own end. And he's going to be met in the neutral zone by Benson as this one's going to get fired down once again by Crandall. And the Pirates applying a lot of offensive zone time. So sending this one up is Benson. He's going to lay it on for Hamry a little too far as Yuso right below us is going to fire this one all the way in. And having to get back to retreat is Benson, and now in the corner, it's centering feed, no one's home, and Carter Trudeau's going to take this. It's a 3-on-2, a little odd man rush, drops it for Edwards. Edwards moving to the middle, a shot, that one goes wide. Edwards able to get it back, sends it back to the top for Hamry. He fires one, that one blocked out in front as Thompson was trying to get to it. It was deflected, and the Broncos are able to clear from their own end. Pirates with a couple of good opportunities early, delayed offside as the Broncos have to retreat. Lubinski's going to try and fire one down, and it will be an icing.
Yeah, good opportunity there. Good try to get that one down, take advantage of the Broncos trying to get situated on a delayed offside there. But some good offensive pressure from the Pirates early. Some shots from the point with some skaters out front trying to take away the vision of Thompson, which is what you want to see.
Face off to Parker Kelly's left here 4 minutes into this first period. Pirates are able to win the draw. Now walking up with this is Ecker. He's going to try and throw this across. Unable to find it was Fisher. This one gets mashed out of play. 12:48 left here in the first period. A couple of shots on goal for the Pirates, one for the Broncos.
Yeah, both teams just kind of feeling each other out still, not getting too much sustained pressure or at least shots on net.
Second line out there for the Pirates. So they're going to try and go to work, but they're going to have to go on the retreat as Wallander is going to make his way into the offensive zone, but he has that one quickly stripped from him. Now moving forward is Benson on the near side, centering feed, and a shot. That one rolled through the crease, but when unable to find the net was Jay Reese as it went through the crease, and it didn't even touch Thompson. Might have fanned on the shot a little bit, as that was a tough shot right out in front. Still remain here scoreless in the early stages of the first period. A shot that was a good job by Fisher to get back on the defense for the Pirates, as this one's going to get slung in by Reese. Going all the way around and getting this is Lubinski. Lubinski had that one poked away by Carlson. Getting this back and a feed out in front. Ecker was looking for someone, but no one was home for the Pirates, as this one's going to get sent out to center. So Ecker will retreat. 5 minutes into this first period. Now trying to work with this was Yuso. Had that one canceled out by Hamry, and now gets right back to Crandall. He had that one knocked away from him by Lubinski. Good hit on the far side for Ecker. Second line still out there trying to do some work as they're able to complete the change, and now Larson pokes it forward. A shot from a bad angle. That one is blocked, and another shot out in front that's blocked. Coming in was Street off the bench, and that one was knocked into the corner. Now on the near side in the corner, Broncos trying to play it out. They're unable to do so. A good play by Benson to get a stick on it, but now the Broncos can get it out, and offside is called.
Woo, back and forth action here. Give the Pirates credit, too. They've had a lot of good opportunities on the forward check going, but also a good back check there as well, and that's the key. You got to do both if you want to win hockey games. And getting back on defense and being responsible in your own end is definitely what you want to see for Coach Hardy.
Goes back to your point of what you were talking about earlier in the pregame show of having 4 full lines being at your disposal. This one's going to be sent into the corner. A big hit on Benson. He's still able to play it still in the corner, and he's going to try and get it out. Unable to do so. Carlson, his shot is high and wide. And now trying to knock this one out was Miller. He could only get it as far as Lachlan Reiners. This one gets moved around the boards. It'll be Reitmeyer. Reitmeyer trying to get it out from behind the net. Plays it over for Miller. He's going to be canceled out there. A good hit coming from the third line of the Broncos. And a shot from a tough angle coming from Corpy. That one hit off the outside of the cage. Corpy able to get it back, trying to work with it. Had that one knocked away by Larson.
Well, the Pirates really hemmed in their own zone right now. This is the best pressure for Broncos, but here talking about the Pirates.
Bouch out to center. Just throws one right for Thompson. He's able to stand and make fairly easy routine catch here. 10-10 left in the first period as we're still scoreless.
Well, the Pirates at least get an offensive zone draw out of that as well after being in their own zone for probably about a minute straight there. At least it felt like it. So good job of finally getting the puck out and also not getting icy or anything like that and be able to get back in the offensive zone.
Trudeau and Jake Olson battling to Thompson's left. They're still battling for it, tied up with it, and now it'll be Street in the corner. Street trying to play it behind for Trudeau. Trudeau's able to get to it into the corner. Trying to call for this was Edwards, but they're going to reverse it down underneath for Street. trying to center one. That was knocked into the corner. Now Trudeau, he's still battling for it. Good defense here from the Broncos. As they're going to send it all the way behind, and Trudeau, he has been hard at work this shift, but the Broncos are able to get it out. Moving forward with this is Wallander. He's going to have that one knocked out of his control by Lubinski. Good defensive play there, and now it's Hamry out in front. Loose puck, a shot that was blocked out in front, never made its way to Kelly, and a big hit and a 2-on-1 developing. And we are going to get a stoppage in play. Might have been a hand pass.
Yes, that's what the refs are calling. So a tough break for the Pirates there, but doing a really good job of getting in those shooting lanes and blocking those shots. I mean, again, I-Falls only having one shot on net so far, and we're well into 7.5 minutes of this period. So they've had opportunities, but Crookston's done a good job getting in those shooting lanes, and I'll give the Broncos credit as well. They've done a good job of keeping the Pirates to the outside.
And the Broncos have had a couple of good opportunities here, but as another one possibly developing, but the Pirates are able to stop that there, as getting to this one was Larson before he was hit. Now they're going to have to retreat into the corner with Ecker. Ecker with a nice move, and he's going to go around his own cage with 9 minutes left here in this first period. Shots are 3-1 in favor of Crookston. As Ecker, he lifts this one into the zone. It's going to bounce off of the stick of Thompson and wraparound opportunity. That one, no one was home, and Yuso is there. Yuso trying to bass this one out. Fisher trying to go to work. Also there is Jay Reese. It goes out to Fisher. Had that one sticked away from him by Shakowski. And now behind the net, it's Jay Reese. That one is going to get sent all the way to the point. Benson able to keep it in, and he'll shift it back down low. This one angled off the boards, and a second one off the boards, and now rush developing for the Broncos on the right side. A shot. That one's going to be saved by Kelly. That's the shot coming from Cooper Crandall.
Yeah, good defensive play there from the Pirates to push him to the outside, and also Kelly just good positioning, pretty easy save there. As they say, it's hard to shoot through the logo. Usually you want to pick a corner, but Parker with his Kelly was right there. Or Kelly with his positioning. There you go. Yes. I was like, wait a second, Parker Kelly's his name. Anyway, but still, only the second shot allowed by the Pirates. They've been very good in their own zone so far. Good sticks and making the Broncos just kind of struggle to get a couple passes strung together.
Third line out for both sides as they battle for it in the corner. Right now it's Colburn, and it's to his side, and now able to come out with this was Lubinski. Got it out to center. That one sent back in by Jackson Reiners. And now Corpy trying to flag this one down, but able to get to it first was Lubinski as he retreats behind his own cage. Throws this around looking for Colburn, and now it's out for Trudeau. And Lubinski was able to get to it, and stepping to this one is Larson. Tried to flip it forward, went off the boards. They battle for it as now it's Hamry. Lubinski runs into Corpy there, and that one's going to be shoveled in by Sivanen, and able to retreat is Hamry behind his own cage. Both teams trying to make a change. Turnover, and coming up with this is Wallander. Lubinski on the retreat, stopped it there. And now puck comes back out to center. Trying to knock this one down and giving chase to this is Lucas Miller in the corner. Sends it back for Larson. Trying to get it back for Miller on the right side. That pass was intercepted. And Parker Olsen comes out with it. There is a loose stick on the ice as well. That one's in the Pirates offensive zone, and a turnover. Bouchow trying to walk in. He loses the handle of it in the corner. Had that one poked away from him by Jackson Reiners. And a shot, that one came from the point off the stick of Larson, was deflected high into the air. Now it's going to get sent all the way down for an icing. 7:04 left here in the first period.
Well, I like the Pirates' thought process. Some good passes have been, attempted at least. I see what they're trying to do. The plays are developing, but the Broncos and International Falls have done a good job of breaking them up. So not much zone, offensive pressure from either side right now. Just kind of back and forth, trying to get their systems going.
Bouchow able to win the faceoff, goes back to Benson. He'll play it in to the corner for Miller, who will wrap this around. Larson with the pinch, trying to center one. That one went as far as Crandall, who's now going to try a little dump and chase, and almost able to get there was Crandall. Him and Benson battle for it on the boards. Benson able to come out with this. Benson now having to go against two Broncos. He was able to get it out, but gets it only to as far as Lachlan Reiners. He'll send it all the way back around. Reitmeyer in the corner, able to pick this one up. Goes behind his own cage. Reitmeyer puts the brakes on in the far corner. Now whips one all the way around and gets it out of their own zone at least, but it goes as far as Brody Carlson. Waits for the Broncos to tag up before he enters. Had that one quickly taken away by Caden Edwards, who just came off the bench. That one took a weird bounce off the boards goes right to Schakowsky, who's stapled there by Trudeau. And the Broncos have to retreat into their own end. Giving chase is Reitmeyer, and he's able to come up with it. Backhands one forward, but it goes as far as Schakowsky. And now sending this one up to the red line are the Broncos. Moving forward is Asher Keep. He had that one knocked away from him by Hamry. Keep is still going with it. And he's going to be run into by a couple of Pirates there as they get possession, does Crookston. So here's Lubinsky, moves us forward up ahead for Street, goes off his stick, but Street's able to continue all the way down below the red line. Now Street sends it back out for Lubinsky, fanned on the shot, a centering feed and a shot coming for Edwards, but it's saved by Thompson.
Wow, one of the better opportunities we've seen in some time for either team. And that's a thing. If you have control of the puck below the goal line, usually can get something set up, and a good job there to be out front and a good opportunity. But give Thompson credit. Great positioning, again, tracking the puck well and was able to stop that. But a good high-danger opportunity for the Pirates.
5.5 minutes left here in the first period. Just 6 shots on goal combined. 4 for Crookston, 2 for I Falls. Maybe a shot here, possibly, but it's going to be poked away. And now Lubinsky at the point, blasts this one down. Jay Reese trying a centering feed. No one was home. And now on the far side, it's Parker Olson trying to bash that one through. And him and Fisher are going to battle on the boards. They're still battling, and now it squirts into the corner. Jackson Reiner's first man there. Jay Reese trying to dig it out. And now Lubinsky winds up, fires, and that one's saved by Thompson. A good save. Thompson's been tested early. And we are going to get, I believe, our first penalty of the game. Should be a trip.
Yes, it is, and I was just going to say a little earlier, I didn't want to jinx it, if you believe in jinxes or whatever it is, but yeah, we have a clean game so far. It's really back and forth, but Jake Olson there is going to go off with a tripping call. Pretty easy call to make. I mean, stick was underneath the skates, and he stepped on it. Obviously, it wasn't even an intentional trip by any means, but the refs are going to call that 10 out of 10 times more than likely, so pretty easy call to make.
First time we get to see the Pirates power play. As Jake Olson is going to get called for the trip here in the first period. The Pirates, they are 1 for 8 on the power play this season. Sending this one over for Hamry. He nearly lost it, had to poke it back to Lubinsky. As Lubinsky enters the zone, Pirates are going to try and get the power play set up. Burrowing in deep is Street. Had that one taken away from him. It's going to be sent around the boards, and Lubinsky, first man there, tries to step aside from a hit from Schakowsky. Still being harassed by Schakowsky. Sends it now for Edwards. Out to the top for Trudeau. Trudeau fires, and an easy save for Thompson.
Yeah, and a good job there to keep the puck in the zone, but a good shot on the top of the point. Way to get a shot on net, obviously, and get another face-off in the offensive zone. But would like to see another Pirate or two in that slot there to kind of take up some of the vision from Thompson.
There goes to what we were talking about earlier, getting players on net. And this is a great opportunity with the man advantage. Trying to stumble their way forward. That was Keep. He was unable to get it out of the zone. Now it's Ecker on the right side. Ecker walking below the goal line. Ecker still going with this around the cage. Now to the right side, centering one and trying to look for Benson was a little too far. Benson lays it back for Fisher. Now this is going to get sent back to Benson once more on the right side. Trying to center one. That one, a good defensive play by Carlson to cancel that one out. But the Pirates maintain possession. 45 seconds left on the power play. Now back up to the top, and a drive from Larson goes wide, and that one's going to go all the way down and out as having to retreat is Benson. Half a minute remaining on the power play as losing his balance was Fisher. Had to get it back now for Ecker. Ecker lost it. That one's going to be flopped out by Yuso. It's going to go all the way down to Kelly as he's going to nudge this one for Hamry. Now just 20 seconds left on the power play. 3:10 left in the first period. It is a scoreless battle between Crookston and I Falls. Centering opportunity. That one went off a skate, and this one's going to get flipped out of play. 8 seconds left on the power play.
Yeah, and give credit to the Broncos. They're just having a really good kill right now. They're keeping Crookston to the outside, and they're also tying them up at any opportunity. The puck's near the board. So they're really slowing down the Pirates, and they haven't had a lot of good crisp maybe passes connected, strung together to get the Broncos out of position.
This is a little bit of a different game that the Pirates have seen. They haven't had as many shots here in this first period as they have in other games, and of course against Red Lake Falls when we saw them put up 2 goals in the first. As the power play has expired for the Pirates, Lubinsky behind his own cage He's going to dance a little bit and twirls around the defender and gets it out of their zone. And now it'll be Trudeau working his way into the offensive zone now, spinning and send one for Edwards. Trying to lay this one back for Lubinsky. It was a little too far. Lubinsky had to retreat to the red line, was able to get possession, as that one could have quickly turned into a breakaway. And he'll send it just as far as Hasbargen. And now here's Jackson Reiners on the near side. They still battle for it. Hamry has to retreat into his own end to get to it. Sends this to Lubinsky. This one's going to be played along, and now it's Edwards. Edwards on the far side. He's going to be canceled out there, but Edwards still going with it. Edwards is going to push this forward for Larson. Larson working with this beneath the cage, centering feed, and it was deflected. No one could get a good stick on it. A shot from Benson from the point. That one was deflected into the corner. Chasing this one down is Larson. Benson a shot. That one's wafted aside by Thompson. Good save there. Another opportunity for the Pirates. That one got deflected out in front. And the Pirates still with possession as Miller underneath the centering feed. That one's saved and able to cover is Thompson.
Wow, great opportunity there for the Pirates. A couple of shots in a row, and not only are they getting good shots on net, but they're getting to those pucks afterwards. They're chasing their shots down and beating the Broncos to those loose pucks to maintain possession. It's been a really good few opportunities here in the last probably 20, 30 seconds, and a good opportunity there. Point shots, shots down low. They're really testing Thompson.
Benson tried a shot, fanned on it, and Benson trying to get to this still, and now it'll be Ecker who re-enters the zone. Ecker drops it back for Reese, who was unable to gain possession, and now it's going to be Corpy the other way. Corpy trying to work his way in for the Broncos, just shifts this one towards the net. Kelly's easily able to swallow that one up. 1:21 left here in the first. Now the Pirates up to 8 shots on goal after that little flurry of play just a few moments ago.
Yeah, and that was, like I said, they got, 3-4 shots it felt like. Very good opportunity here to see if they can get out of their own zone and get some more shots before this period ends.
Face-off to Kelly's left. Jay Reese able to come up with a face-off win, something that we heard Coach Hardy talk about, trying to win in the face-off circle. It's going to go all the way down into the offensive zone for Reese, who was able to come up with the takeaway. Tried to center one for Fisher on the near side. A minute to go in the first. Fisher with a shot that was blocked out in front. This one's going to be shoveled out by Sivanen. It's going to go all the way down for Hamry to have to retreat in his own end. Sending this one up for Fisher. Fisher working his way forward. A shot deflected off the stick of Reese and went just wide of Thompson. On the far side, Broncos trying to shovel it out. They're unable to do so. Shikowski is able to nudge this along. And now working forward is Yuso as the top line for the Broncos are out there. Yuso in the corner. Him and Lubinsky will battle for it. Hamry is going to get it on the far corner. 30 seconds left in the period. Trudeau able to knock it out. Now it's Ecker, and we have a stoppage in play.
Looks like the puck went either into the bench or hit a player on the bench, so stoppage in play here, and both teams just wanted to get out of this period scoreless. Obviously, you don't want to have a goal in the last minute here, especially the last 30 seconds, so we'll see if there's some aggressive attacks or just trying to, again, keep it out of your own net.
20 seconds left in the period. A very dangerous opportunity if you're able to score here, as it's going to be Shikowski trying to step through, unable to do so. Bouchow with a good defense, and now a late breakaway opportunity. Bouchow on the right side fires one, saved by Thompson. He's had a couple of really good saves early in this period. 4 seconds, another shot. Thompson having to come up with the save. The puck is still loose. They scramble for it, and the horn sounds. And that is how the period ends. And putting in that work, it was Lucas Miller right at the end to Thompson's right, as he was unable to find the puck, and it was kind of skittering around there. And we are scoreless after one. Shots in favor of Crookston 10-2, as the Pirates were really getting some offensive momentum there towards the end. We're going to step aside, take a break, and recap this first period here, as our first period intermission is here. Still 0-0 after one right here on KROX.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Dr. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
It's always growing season here at United Valley Bank. We're focused on growth for our customers and communities, success for farms and businesses, and improvement for ourselves. Partner with us, and you'll see firsthand just how much the right hometown banking team can change your perspective. Together, there's no limit to the heights we can reach.
United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Hello, this is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community Crookston. Over the years, we have seized the opportunity to make changes and improve the services that we offer. Healthcare has taken on a very distinct evolution, focusing on post-acute, short stay, and return to home. It is our privilege to continue to serve our community with continuum of care ranging from assisted living, memory care, post-acute, short stay, and extended care. We are so grateful for the support of Crookston and the surrounding communities. In this season of giving and reflection, please know how very proud Benedictine Living Community of Crookston is to serve our community.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
Welcome back to the Crookston Sports Center, as it is a 0-0 tie after one between the Crookston Pirates and the International Falls Broncos. As we take a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update, Draft Sports Bar and Grill has a great menu that includes salads, appetizers, entrees, sandwiches, wraps, tacos, pasta, burgers, and desserts. Takeouts and catering are also available, and they have a room that's available for parties and special celebrations. Contact them at 281-1183, open daily Tuesday through Sunday at 11 a.m. Lunch specials are served from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., and lunch specials change weekly. They also have nightly specials, as the Thursday night special is taco night from 5 to 9 p.m. It is a taco for $2.50. Well, we had the JV game that took place right before us, and boy, that was the antithesis of tonight. 10-8, the Crookston Pirates were able to win that one, as have some other scores. Crookston Pirates boys basketball, the 7th graders, they defeated East Grand Forks 37. Other scores of note from around the area. But while we do that, Bo, let's talk about this first period. We were talking about it early, kind of a little bit of a slower start, not a lot of shots on goal for either side. The Broncos, they've really been stuck on 2 shots here for quite some time, haven't been able to generate a lot of offense, and you can probably credit the Pirate defense.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. They've been getting in those shooting lanes as well as just push them to the outside, not giving them really good prime opportunities. So give them credit to the Pirates that not allowing them those high danger shots in the slot, and really just kind of giving the Broncos fits. They just can't get anything set up right now. So the Pirates have had a lot more success in the offensive zone, just even stringing together a couple passes or getting to those loose pucks. They've been winning those battles, those 50-50 battles, which I think Coach Hardy and his coaching staff have to be really happy with their play so far.
And that effort is definitely going to make any coach happy. And if you are Coach Baldwin for I-Falls, you've got to be thinking to yourself, how do we unlock this Crookston defense?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they've really struggled against. I mean, yeah, obviously, so 10 shots in one period, it's not terrible by any means, especially when the scoreboard's still at 0. So they've had some success as well, breaking up the Pirates' getting in the passing lanes. I know the Pirates have definitely I've seen some give and goes they've been wanting to do, but the Broncos have gotten in the way. So they can feel pretty confident in their own defensive end, but in the offensive zone, there's just something missing. They're just not getting that shot off, and and really not testing Parker Kelly at all, which, it's good that he hasn't allowed a goal in those 2 shots, but you just got to worry that might get a little rusty just sitting there for this long, and that next shot could be a tough one to see if you haven't really felt the puck that much. So that's something that hopefully, obviously goalies are a different breed, and they don't like to think about those things, but it's just something that you see from time to time. A goalie just kind of get caught off by surprise because they haven't had a lot of saves to make. So we'll see what the Broncos will do. Like I said, I'm really curious to see if they'll, maybe like dump and chase more or carry in more, because it seemed like they were just trying to do a little mix of both and not really finding a success in either one. So we'll see which way they try to lean to in the next period.
One of the bright spots, though, for the Broncos has been their netminder, Kane Thompson, stopping all 10 shots that he's seen, including a really difficult scramble there at the end that he was able to manage as time was expiring. Let's talk about Kane Thompson's play. He has been a huge reason why we are scoreless.
Oh, for sure. He's really tracked the puck well, going from side to side. The Pirates have had some opportunities down below the goal line and centering the puck into the slot, and he's been up to the task. So, you got to give him credit for that he's playing well. He's got his team's back by covering some rebounds up and not allowing the Pirates to cash in on a puck that's just laying there in the crease. So, no, he's definitely been probably the reason why it's not a 2-3-0 game right now. And so they got at least that to hang their hat on. And so they know, like, as I said earlier, they're good in their own zone. They're doing pretty fine. You really need to unlock that transition into the offensive zone.
A couple of Pirates that have really been flying around the ice that at least I've noticed. Michael Bouchow on that 4th line. Remember, he didn't play against Red Lake Falls. Boy, he's been ready to play tonight. He's been flying all over the place. We've seen Liam Larson and Lucas Miller come up with some really great plays there, especially at the end with Miller almost able to jab one through. And also Grayson Ecker, I feel like he's had a really quiet night too. He's been around the puck, and when you see those guys where the puck kind of gravitates towards them, those are the guys that usually end up firing them into the back of the net.
Yeah, no, I did notice Ecker too. He's controlled the puck well in the offensive zone, getting around and finding some open space. And no, I agree. That 4th line there, well, granted, as we mentioned last game, it's really not so much lines 1, 2, 3, 4. It's more like you have a couple line 2s, a couple line 3s. They're all very similar in that sense. But, yeah, no, that line with Bouchow there centering it has had a lot of success and good forecheck going, increasing the pressure, wearing out that defense, and that can be huge. Also on the back end, too, Lubinsky, he's had a pretty good game, had really good possession of the puck and not having any turnovers, as well as forcing some takeaways. So very, very happy with that play on the back end as well. And that's what you need, top to bottom, front and back, and of course in net to win games here in the section.
And Riley Benson, too. We should mention him.
Yes.
He's been able to fling a couple of shots on net from the blue line. He's having another great game. He's really been having himself a good start to the season.
Yeah, the junior is doing really good, as you said, just not only holding the line there and getting pucks down deep if he just wants to keep the forecheck going, but also, as you said, if he finds the opportunity, he's getting shots in and getting through, and that's the Pirates just need to keep on, if they're going to keep on feeding the point, you got to keep on getting those in the slot there and get in front of a Thompson there, because I think the only way you're really to beat Thompson is either deflection or a screen, because right now he's seen the puck well, and as I said earlier, he's positioned himself and put himself in those prime spots to make those big saves when the Pirates are going east to west. So, yeah, it's going to take either a dirty, greasy, lucky goal where you get the bounce, or else you're going to need a deflection or a screen to beat Thompson, I think.
And a greasy goal, that's also what Coach Hardy has been looking for. I think he said that in all 3 of our pregame interviews as thus far. Just one penalty called in that first period. Jake Olson was called for a trip, and the Broncos, they were able to kill off that power play. Well, we are going to step aside and take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to have second period action between Crookston and International Falls. A scoreless tie as we head into the second right here on KROX.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball,
baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf,
volleyball,
trap shooting, hockey,
basketball,
wrestling.
So we have a lot of sports.
And there is
orchestra,
band,
choir, visual arts,
speech,
theater,
Leo Club.
And Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot of going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is my education destination.
Crookston Valley Cooperative in Crookston is your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering the products and services that you've come to expect. Crookston Valley Cooperative specializes in seed, chemical, and fertilizers that you need to keep your farm operation growing. For expert advice you can rely on, give Sean, Mike, or Matt a call at 281-1178 today or stop by at Crookston Valley Cooperative, located at 1122 Fairfax Avenue in Crookston. Crookston Valley Co-op, here to keep you growing.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
It'll be the Pirates going from right to left, the Broncos, of course, going from left to right, and this is the period of the long change, and this is where changes are going to be very important here. You don't want to be caught in an odd man rush.
No, you got to be smart when you get off the ice there, and you also, if you can, pin your other team in their own zone and really wear them out because they can't get off for a change.
Crandall able to win the opening draw, firing this one in all the way around was Carlson, went past Kelly. Now on the near side, they battle for it to his side and able to bash this one forward. It was Shikowski. This is going to be retrieved by Hamry. And now coming out with this is Lubinsky. He's going to chip it forward. With a lot of speed is Carter Trudeau into the offensive zone. Good stick there from Lachlan Reiners, able to stop him there. And now Pirates aren't able to keep it in their own end. They're going to have to go all the way back down to retrieve this as Lubinsky fires this one all the way across. Right in front of his bench was Street. Now walking in is Trudeau. That one went off the outside of the cage. Trudeau, he was looking for Edwards, who was calling for it, but he was quickly stopped there. Now into the corner, it's Melsha. Melsha with the shot. That one just trickled wide. It was played with the high stick as play will be stopped.
Well, you like to see your defensemen get in the play and get some shots from the point. Obviously a little high and the deflection played, but that's what you want, though. You still want those deflections, whether, just getting some more practice in and getting some good position and get the screen going. And we'll see if the Crooks can get out of their own zone.
Face-off to Kelly's left. Able to come up with the face-off win was Reese, but the third line out for the Broncos able to get to this. And now behind the net, Sivanen had to play this one back, but it goes to Melsha. Melsha trying to get it out of their own end by himself. He's able to do so. Taking a tumble was Ecker into the boards as they still battle to his side. Still battling for it, and now it finds Ecker. Ecker able to walk this one in towards the near dot. Centers one, no one home. To the back, now it's Benson. Benson working with this, tried to fire one fan on the shot, and now it'll be scooped up by Jackson Reiners, but he loses it. Fisher from the corner. This one gets sent back to Benson. A shot out in front as making the save was Thompson. Pirates still with possession. Jay Reese trying to send this one down 2-on-1 as the Pirates were able to get possession. And now another shot from Benson that's saved. Loose puck out in front, cleared away, but it's still held in. Good job by Melsha to hold the blue line, and he's trying to hold it once more. And he's still able to do so as Fisher comes out with this in the middle, a shot right at the number. A save for Thompson.
Well, great sequence there for the Pirates, getting some shots on net and also just holding the line well. Melsha doing a good job at the blue line, but really just both the forwards of the D just doing a great job in the forward check and good cycling. That's what you want to see. If you keep that up, you're going to put pucks in the back of the net.
Boy, that second line, the second defensive pairing for Melsha and Benson, they have been playing excellent here, logging a good shift here in this second period. Working their way out of their own end, it's Jake Olson. He's going to send it all the way in, around for Kelly, who was unable to stop it. And Olsen's actually able to retrieve it himself, scoops it forward. Lubinski's there. He loses it. Now it's Parker Olsen with the centering opportunity. The puck is still loose. Kelly trying to find it. He's able to do so as he covers. So Parker and Jake Olsen creating some offense for the Broncos as they were able to double their shot total from the first period here in the second. Just on that sequence alone.
Well, I mean, you got to get shots eventually, so yeah, they'll take it as, yeah, good job there by Parker Kelly to just lunge and get that puck covered up, and it was just kind of a loose opportunity there, loose puck, and Pirates weren't able to clear it out. So we'll see if the Pirates can now get a draw as the Broncos kicked out of the dots.
Bouchow able to come up with the face-off win, but Parker Olsen's able to get it right back. Tried to send it to the back for Lachlan Reiners. That one only goes as far as Lubinski, who's going to flip this one out of play. And that is going to be a face-off at center.
They could have caught that one.
Yeah. No, they're actually going to have the face-off come back down to the Pirates' end. It will be to the left of Kelly.
Yeah, you got to be aware. You know, not often pucks come up here. I will say, when I was in high school, a stick came up here one time.
We needed a glove save.
Yeah.
Kick save and a beauty, as it is Melsha behind his own net, making his way out towards the blue line. Tried to center one for Bouchow, got caught up in his skates as Melsha gets it back. Melsha trying to work his way in, had that one knocked away from him. Over on the far side, Brody Carlson. The Pirates working in the offensive zone. Firing one is Melsha from distance, and another fairly routine save for Thompson.
Yeah, and that was more so just trying to get the puck away from the blue line, try to get it deep, and it was on net, and an easy save, but either way, you get the puck in there, and you're in the offensive zone, so good play there from Melsha.
Already 4 shots for the Pirates just 3 minutes into this second period. 2 shots this period for the Broncos. Face-off won by the Broncos. Now in the corner, battling for this is Edwards. Tried to center one. No one was home. Trudeau's able to get this in the corner. Tried to center one from below the red line. Unable to do so. That was canceled out there by Crandall as he centers this one. Trying to flop this one out was Hasbergen. Unable to do so. Now it's Edwards in the corner. Tried to bank one to the point, but it didn't go that far. Only went as far as Yuso. Broncos able to get it out of their own end, and now Lubinski walks in. His shot deflected into the corner. Trying to knock this one out was Yuso once again. This one's going to be backhanded out and down by Crandall. It's not going to go for an icing. Lubinski was trying to hope it would, but it didn't have enough juice on it. Now it's Trudeau. He's going to be stepped into there. Good hit from Shikowski as Shikowski is able to soccer this one along, but it goes for Lubinski behind the cage. And Lubinski, he's going to be run into by Shikowski. Good hit. Now Trudeau, he's going to throw a hit as well as puck squirts into the far corner. Hamry, he's going to deliver the lumber. And Yuso, he's going to walk in a shot from a tough angle, saved by Kelly. Now it's Keep with this. Keep working his way to the back. Tried to send one below, and it's going to go to Shikowski. He tried a centering feed as the third line trying to make its way out there for the Broncos. Now they're able to complete the change, but bashing this one around is Lubinski all the way out and down. They're going to say that the Broncos touched it, so no icing as Thompson comes out of his net to set things up. Puck rattling around at center. Able to find this is Corpy. Now he loses this big hit as Reese was hit, but makes the play. Gets it out to Ecker, who moves on in. Loses the handle and couldn't get the shot off. He had the net mouth wide open, but he couldn't get it. A good defensive play as the puck is iced by the Broncos.
Yeah, tough play there. Ecker, I mean, a great play right away in transition to jump up and get that loose puck. Beat the defender wide and came in, and I don't know if it hopped up on him or what, but just unfortunately couldn't get it because, yeah, he definitely had a wide open net to look at. So he'll be replaying that one in his mind for a little bit until he maybe can fire another one into the net, because otherwise that's going to haunt him a little bit here.
Kind of goes back to our point in that first intermission. The puck has been finding Ecker's stick tonight. Melsha from the point. His shot blocked into the corner. Trying to get this is Fisher. Pokes this around for Reese. Reese swirling back. Able to get around one defender. Reese now trying to bank it off the back of the cage. It goes to Fisher. Pirates offense going to work. It comes back out to the top for Melsha. On the far side for Reese. Big hit there. A collision as it looked like that was Sivanen who was able to step into Reese, but the Pirates are able to keep working forward. Ecker in the corner had that one taken away as he saw a pair of Broncos but they're still working for it. Ecker trying to get it out to Benson. Now it gets back to Benson, but a good stick from Jackson Reiners as he forced the Pirates to touch up. Now on the near side, stick gets launched way into the air and catapulted out towards center. As Broncos are able to find possession and moving forward with this is Jake Olson. Goes to Benson, and he's going to slap this one off the boards and down as Thompson came out of his cage to play it. Now working forward is Wallander. Unable to do much with it, and this is going to go all the way back down to the Pirates' own end. Ty Larson has to retreat. He's going to push this one forward. We see Jackson Reese. He shovels one along for Benson. Tapping this forward for Larson. Working forward is Colburn into the corner. Hit there by Corpy. Big hit. As another one being delivered by Brody Carlson. Shot from the point is going to be gloved down. As able to get a stick on that was Larson. Fairly easy save once again for Thompson. 5 shots on net for the Pirates this period. 10:34 left here in the second.
Yeah, Pirates doing a great job right now, either in the offensive zone or right outside the blue line in the neutral zone of just keeping puck possession or breaking up opportunities for the Broncos to get a clean breakout.
Third line still out for the Pirates. The top line out for the Broncos. As able to keep this in as Hamry. Now he walks in, fires a shot, and another good save by Thompson. So Thompson coming up with his 16th save of the evening. Pirates are going to send out some fresh legs. We'll see the fourth line of Reitmeyer, Bouchow, and Miller. And we're going to see Koda Donarski and Tegan Lubinski, the defensive pairing. On the near side, trying to slap this one forward was Schikowski. And now able to work forward with this are the Broncos. As they're still able to keep it in their end and just flinging one wide. A shot coming from Lachlan Reiners at the point. Now a centering opportunity out in front. A shot, they score! Caden Corpy with the first goal of the game. And the Broncos are up 1-0.
Yeah, and that was the thing. Just the Pirates really couldn't get to those loose pucks. The Broncos had a good forecheck going. And I don't know if the Pirates are just a little flat-footed, a little gassed or what, but either way, they take advantage. A puck finds the slot, and he's parked right there, and that's where he's in the right spot, the right place to be. Fire one's past Kelly. Corpy opens it up.
And at 7:10, the Broncos break the tie with just their 5th goal of their 5th shot of the game. And sometimes it's not how many, it's the quality of those shots.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. It was a very high-quality shot in the high-danger zone, and really not much Kelly could do with that one.
He was just a couple of steps right out in front of Kelly and was able to pick his corner. And to your point, Bo, pick a corner, he was able to do so. And he breaks this scoreless tie as it's 1-0. High Falls on top as play has resumed. Now Trudeau, he's going to try and work his way. An odd man rush, possibly 3-on-1 developing. He tried to drop it back for Edwards. And a little miscommunication there, but puck is going to squirt towards Trudeau, unable to pick it up. And now Asher Keep is going to work his way around Trudeau, and Keep still trying to go with this. Trudeau is going to angle this one now for Melsha. Over for Benson. Benson's going to work his way, moving forward with a shot and another save from Thompson.
Well, a good opportunity there for the Pirates, and Trudeau, I like the idea. I mean, he had a defender right on him, really didn't have a good shot, and he knew he had someone behind him somewhere. Unfortunately, didn't really work out, so obviously you don't want to keep on trying that if it's not going to work, but still a good opportunity there, and another good shot at the end here, and a Pirate crash in the net, but Thompson said no to the rebound, and he held on, and we're back in play.
It was Caden Edwards who was possibly looking for one of those juicy rebounds out in front. Shot, that one was dangerous, and Kelly had to flex that one off to the side. It just barely missed the net. And now it's Ecker. Ecker working behind the net, and he's going to send one for Lubinski. Jay Reese gets this out in front, but unable to remain onside was Fisher. Looked like he kind of lost an edge there.
Yeah, exactly. He knew right away. He said, he's just trying to stop, but just a couple inches off, and an offside call. Pretty easy to make there, and Pirates are now going to send on a new line here. Looks like it's going to be their third line.
And you could see the smile on Fisher's face. He knew. He was like, I was in a good position, but just blew a tire a little bit. Or a little leaky tire, that is, as Broncos able to win yet another face-off. Getting this one down. Crandall tried to send one out in front and jabbing for it, and is going to be covered by Kelly as Schakowsky was there right out in front.
Just a weird bouncing puck and a centering opportunity there, but luckily Kelly was able to find that right away, and I think maybe a little bit of a whack was maybe the Broncos. It was probably a loose puck at the time, so Pirates took a little offense to that, but nothing comes from it, and we have a face-off.
I've already seen one goal scored from right out in front. The Broncos might have found something there in that first intermission. Another Bronco face-off win, the first line, as Crandall was able to win the face-off and trying to walk the line with Schakowsky. He has to tag up and sends this one in. Lubinsky retreats, avoids the hit from Schakowsky. Lubinsky still trying to work with this in the corner as the puck kind of squirts out in front, and now it's going to be Larson who will work with this. Larson, and Reese was able to stay onside as Larson still going with this. Centering opportunity now for Colburn as this one's going to be just gloved by Thompson. He just scooped up the loose puck. 8:02 left here in this second period. The Broncos are up 1-0 on a goal that came from Caden Corpy at 7:10 in the second period.
Yeah, the Pirates had the better play in the first part of this period, but the Broncos are really coming strong here. A lot of good, well, obviously the goal, but a lot of good offensive pressure, getting some shots in those high danger zones as the Pirates are now looking to turn the tide.
Fourth line out, it's Reitmeyer behind the net. Had that one canceled out. And moving forward, sending this one off the boards with Sivonen. It's going to go all the way down to the Pirates' own end. Having to get on his horse was Benson. And now he's going to work behind the net. Angles one to Miller. Miller's going to send this one right in front of his bench. Reitmeyer got in the way of a pass. A second opportunity and a shot coming from Bouchow. That one's patted aside by Thompson. Bouchow still was trying to work with it, and now a good move is coming around was Hasbargen. Centering feed and a save by Kelly. Came across to make a save on the shot. And now it's Pirates with possession as Miller's going to work this one down, and he'll just dump and head to the bench for a change. A fire wagon change for the Pirates as they send out the top line. Hasbargen just throws this one right on frame from center ice. Kelly was able to see that one and snag it up. Long outlet pass. That one goes too far. Edwards was unable to catch up to it. It'll be an icing. As the puck will, the faceoff will come all the way down, I believe, into the Pirates' own end. Yes, it will, to the right of Kelly.
Yeah, no, a home run pass there just didn't connect, but let's talk about that 2-on-1 opportunity. It was a great sauce pass from the Broncos to get that puck over, but Kelly, he was looking past, I guess, and I mean, the good defensive play by the Pirates to take the shooter to allow Kelly to kind of focus on the passer, or that pass, and able to go right or left to right and make the save.
How important is it to get that first push off when you're a goaltender?
Oh, it's huge. That's 90% of your game right there. You need to make sure you have good edges and can go right to left or left to right with ease, and Kelly has been doing that pretty well so far.
He was able to make himself look large there in frame and come up with the save as now Pirates move into their end. It's Edwards. Now for Trudeau. Shot that was fanned on and unable to get clean wood as it's going to be kicked out of play or kicked out of the zone by Parker Olsen. And now another possible odd man rush developing. Wallinger with a nice move and another save from Kelly. As the puck is still loose, Pirates weren't sure where the puck was as Donarski had to turn around for it, and now in the corner, it's Edwards trying to chip this one forward, and Edwards is able to get it down and out. He was looking for Street as the Pirates make a change. Now turning around with this is Carlson. Angles one off the boards, and this one's going to go down for an icing.
Yeah, Pirates trying to let home run pass a little bit, and but luckily that time it wasn't such a hard pass where it went all the way down for an icing, and give them credit. They're trying some different things here, trying to catch the Broncos up on that change. You know, that's something you can do during this long change period. And, well, they'll try to get something going here with this line, this second line here.
You can see the point of emphasis in these changes, how important it is as this one's going to get thrown on net, gloved easily by Kelly. That one came off the stick of Schakowsky, but the changes, you can hear it from both ends. You might even be able to hear it at home. You can hear both coaches. You know when a change is coming because
Yes.
the coaching staff for both sides, they are screaming it. Face-off win for the Broncos. Another face-off win for Crandall. This one gets sent out. It's going to go down. Having to retrieve this is Hasbargen. He's going to pick this one up, sling this one across for Yuso. Yuso will flip it down. It'll be Lubinsky who will get to it in the corner. Lubinsky working forward. He was looking for Ecker. It's a little too far, and that one will go down for an icing as well. So a couple of icings here for each team in the last couple of minutes. 5:13 left here in the second.
Yeah, I'll definitely say the Broncos, their transition, their breakout has been a lot cleaner than the Pirates as of late. Granted, the Pirates are, again, trying some of these longer passes, but still some good high-danger opportunities for the Broncos. The Pirates, a little bit here and there, but nothing really coming forward to make Thompson really work.
Able to get the face-off win was Colburn. This puck gets whacked down to Melsha. He'll send it back out now for Colburn, who's able to step aside from a check, and Colburn works his way in. Tried to flop one out in front, and trying to get a stick on it was Larson. Now he centers one for Colburn. Colburn with a shot, and they score! Brandon Colburn ties it up. It snuck through Thompson, and we're tied at 1. And Bo, to your point and Coach Hardy's point, one of those greasy goals.
Thank you. Yes, I mean, that's the thing. And really, when you're struggling to get an offense going, and you just gotta try to keep them throwing stuff at the net, see what happens. And Colburn seems to have a knack of just finding those tiniest of openings between the goaltender and the pipe, and gets one in, and a huge goal there to tie this game up.
A massive goal that was, as we are now tied at 1 apiece here through the goal from Brandon Colburn. His second on the season. Now Larson whacks this one around. Melsha trying to get to this first. He's going to be stepped into by Sivanen. Behind the cage, it's Lachlan Reiners, puts the break on, and now he's going to come to the near side before sending this one to his partner in crime and Brody Carlson on the defense, the top defensive pairing out for the Broncos. As the third line led by Asher Keep, he's going to send this one forward. Caden Corpy scored the lone goal on this third line for the Broncos. 4 minutes left here in the period. We are now tied at 1 apiece. Centering opportunity. Good cancellation coming from Carlson. He's got there right in the nick of time. Behind the net. Pirates still trying to go to work. A centering opportunity looking for Reitmeyer. Went off of his stick. And now here's Corpy. Corpy trying to walk through. A good stick from Lubinsky. He was able to stymie him, and now it's Bouchow the other way. Bouchow dropping it back as a big hit from Lucas Miller. A centering opportunity. That one nearly went in as Thompson was down, but it did not. It went right through the crease, and this one sky hooked out into the Broncos' end, and we have a stoppage in play. But another opportunity as the net mouth was lurking.
Yeah, no, that was a good job by the Pirates to really just kind of have a couple players at the tack of the net there, and, good things happen when you're there. Just unfortunately didn't happen this time, but they keep it up. They're definitely going to see some more success.
11 shots this period for the Pirates, 21 in total. 6 shots on goal for the Broncos, 8 shots in total. 3:28 left as the faceoff to Thompson's right. It was won by Edwards, but now the Broncos coming out with this. They're going to try and race into their offensive zone. Offside is called. 3:21 left. Puck will come out to the neutral zone for a faceoff. Jake Olson, he's already there. He's ready for the faceoff. He'll go against Carter Trudeau this time. Faceoff won by Jake Olson. Puck is loose, and Caden Edwards send this over to Street. Street on the right side walks in, tried a shot. That was blocked. Good stick once again by Lachlan Reiners. Now it's Lubinsky at center. Trying to nudge one forward. Able to continue along. But it's going to go all the way down to the corner as able to retrieve this is Jake Olson. He tried to pass. That was dangerous. It was turned over. Edwards able to get the shot off, and it was saved by Thompson. It went off his glove, kind of bobbled in the air. He was able to still hang on to it. And Trudeau, he was looking for possibly that second goal.
For the Pirates, yeah, no, that's the thing. They believe they call that a pizza because you serve it right up on a platter. Pirates get a break there. Just a good shot, but better save by Thompson.
21 saves on the evening for Thompson thus far. Sending this one around is Larson. Now down underneath, Jay Reese going to work. As they're trying to get it out are the Broncos, they're able to do so. It'll be Shikowski who will walk this out to center, but he's going to have that knocked away by Ecker. Puck is still too hot to handle for anyone to really come up with it, and now it's going to be Fisher. Fisher's going to walk his way into the offensive zone for the Pirates, going near side, now around the net. Fisher still working with it, sends it to the back. Benson, his shot, that one's flexed aside. Still out in front, an excellent save as Jay Reese was able to get a stick on it, but a pad for Thompson. Now this shot, that one's a riser, goes above the net. Benson's able to get to this on the far side. He's going to be stapled there by Corpy. As the puck heads out to center, 2 minutes left here in the second period. The action really picking up. It's been an action-packed both first and second period. 2 minutes left here in the period as this one's going to get slung around by Larson. Now it's Jay Reese on the near side. Walks forward, shot is blocked. Over to the far side, it's Fisher. Fisher trying to tightrope walk the goal line. Goes around the cage and slugs this one back for Melsha. Melsha fires one on goal. It was loose for a moment. Thompson able to cover.
Yeah, good shot from the point there that got through. That's the most important thing. Obviously, you'd like to score, but as long as you can get through those couple defenders there and make the goalie make a save and have some players there trying to whack away for a goal and a rebound or something like that. And good job by the Pirates. They're doing a really good job of that as of late.
Third line out for the Pirates, third line out for the Broncos. It's another face-off win. This time it's Asher Keep who came up with the face-off win, trying to poke this one forward. A good play by Sivonen. And now trying to work their way forward was Wallander. Had that one stripped from him. Now it'll be Larson from his own end. Sends one up for Colburn, who's the lone Crookston goal scorer. Collision in the Pirates' offensive zone. Melsha retreats to the red line and sends one forward. That one can only go as far as Jackson Reiners, who's going to work his way in. Backhands one on goal for Kelly, who's able to stand up and make that glove save with 63 seconds left in the second period.
Yeah, no, the Pirates, I think they're feeling pretty good right now. Obviously, it's been kind of back and forth. They had the better play in the first part of the period. Broncos took over, had a good chunk of the period, scored that goal. The Pirates have really come back pretty fierce here, and they're looking to end on a strong note.
It's going to be Reitmeyer with a minute to go as he motors along into the Pirates zone. Had that one stripped away from him by Yuso. Now Yuso, he's still working with this, and now on the near side. Yuso with the full head of steam loses an edge and loses possession. It goes right to Benson. Benson will send it down, but it goes to Carlson, who will play it right back to Benson. Now Benson enters the Pirates zone. Had that one stripped away from him. Jake Olsen is able to knock it down all the way into the Broncos offensive zone, and trying to bank this one out was Hamry, unable to do so. A shot never got through. Still working with this is Yuso, and trying to twist one along, and Olsen was able to fire a shot. That went wide of Kelly. And a couple of bodies hit the deck behind Kelly. And it's Parker Olsen trying a center one, and it is loose, and it's caught up in Kelly's paraphernalia. And play is halted with 12.7 seconds left here in the second period. We're still tied at 1. And again, like to our point at the end of the first period, absolutely cannot give up a goal for either side.
Yeah, no, you just want to get out of this one tied. And, well, I mean, you prefer, obviously, a lead, but you really just, again, can't have that backbreaker right now. And just Pirates need a nice clear here and get it onto neutral ice.
Melsha will send this around to the far side. Now Street will send it out. Trudeau with the full head of steam. He's going to work his way in, trying a centering opportunity. Puck, a shot from Lubinski was saved by Thompson, and that is how the period ends. We are tied at 1. Wow, what another action-packed period. It is 1-1. Pirates with 26 shots, 25 saves for Kane Thompson, 7 saves for Parker Kelly. 1 goal scored by each team in that period. We're going to take a break and recap the second period between International Falls and the Crookston Pirates. An exciting one here as we head to the second intermission right here on KROX.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes!
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Minnesota because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Dr. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
It's always growing season here at United Valley Bank. We're focused on growth for our customers and communities, success for farms and businesses, and improvement for ourselves. Partner with us, and you'll see firsthand just how much the right hometown banking team can change your perspective. Together, there's no limit to the heights we can reach.
United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Hello, this is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community Crookston. Over the years, we have seized the opportunity to make changes and improve the services that we offer. Healthcare has taken on a very distinct evolution, focusing on post-acute, short stay, and return to home. It is our privilege to continue to serve our community with continuum of care ranging from assisted living, memory care, post-acute, short stay, and extended care. We are so grateful for the support of Crookston and the surrounding communities. In this season of giving and reflection, please know how very proud Benedictine Living Community of Crookston is to serve our community.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
Here, as it is now a 1-1 tie between the International Falls Broncos and the Crookston Pirates, as it's been a very exciting 2 periods, a lot of action to be had, and just one penalty called thus far. Really clean game, which
you love to see it.
Again, the total opposite of what we had seen the other night between Red Lake Falls and Crookston.
Was there 10 penalties, I think, in the first or second period by then? Yeah, it was
10 periods in the second period alone.
Yeah, 10 penalties. Yeah, it was crazy. A lot of, yeah. So no, yeah, it's been a great game so far, and yeah, it's you love to see that.
The scoring, we'll go over that. It was Caden Corpy. He was able to fire the first goal of the night right out in front of Parker Kelly. We're going to talk about that here later on in this intermission. He was able to score at 7:10. That broke our scoreless tie. But then, almost exactly 5 minutes later, Brandon Colburn was able to score at 12:08. And he was able to put it in the back of the net, tied things up for the Pirates. That was from a really tricky angle. It was able to somehow wedge its way through and found the back of the net, and that is how we are at a 1-1 tie. Shots on goal that period, 16 for Crookston, 6 for International Falls. Parker Kelly has come up with 7 saves. Kane Thompson, 25 saves so far. And again, just one period. That was called in the first period, and the Pirates, they were unable to score on the power play. So, Bo, let's talk about International Falls here first. Offensively, on that first goal, they found something there. They found a little hole in the Pirates zone about 5 feet out in front of Parker Kelly. They were able to get a body there and had a couple of grade A opportunities, including the goal.
Yeah, no, both in transition and on that forecheck as well. They've really had some good shots deep in the slot, the inner slot. And if you look on the ice, you find the 2 dots. You can kind of draw a house between them and the upper and into the crease. And yeah, they're definitely in that area, and it's tough for a goalie to make a save there. I mean, that's the thing. It's a quick reaction time you need, and especially when you pick a corner like Corpy was able to do there on the goal. I mean, you're not going to be able to save that. So a great opportunity there for International Falls, and they've, again, just kind of found the Pirates who were, I think that line was maybe out there for a little bit in the offensive zone with the long change. They were a little gassed, and they just weren't able to get to some loose pucks. And I mean, that's what we said all the time. You got to be parked out in the slot, and you got to have your stick on the ice ready for a pass. And Corpy was there to beat Parker Kelly and yeah, open up this game.
To one of your previous points, you talked about how when you haven't faced a lot of shots, that was only the 5th shot that the Broncos had faced, that had fired to Kelly, and that Kelly had faced. You know, sometimes you almost kind of get a little bit rusty in a sense, and could that have been another thing there where also the Pirates, they hadn't had to do a lot of defending in the D zone, and it could be a little bit rusty there too.
Well, that was the thing too, because I mean, we were 7 minutes into that period as well. That was the other point. In 7 minutes, they had 2 shots, and then they got that 3rd shot that went in. So yeah, Kelly just didn't really have much action. The Pirates again had a lot of offensive zone time. And they just kind of lacked a little bit there. So give credit to the Broncos for after being in their own zone for a lot of that period, coming back and getting a quick goal there when they finally got some offensive zone time. And but Kelly's come back, and he's made 3 saves now, and he's been looking pretty good with some high danger one as well.
And something that Coach Hardy, he is going to like, 26 shots on goal. He's going to like the fact that his Pirates, they're putting shots on the net. They just haven't been able to convert, and that has been because Kane Thompson has been standing on his head tonight.
Oh, he's been spectacular. And the thing is, too, it's one thing to get a lot of shots on net, and it's another thing to have high danger or high-quality shots as well. And that's the thing. The Pirates have done a pretty good job of getting a lot of better quality shots, not just shots from out in the perimeter that are easy to save. They've had a couple of those, obviously, but they've also been doing that, and they've had some screens out front. They've had some bodies out there trying to take away the vision of Thompson, who, as you said, has been playing phenomenal. But they've also had some shots in down low, some shots on the rush, and you know, it's just really good to see, because eventually the floodgates are going to open if you keep it up. And as long as you keep at it and don't try to change your game too much, I think they're going to start finding some more success and be able to crack the wall that is Thompson.
They were able to crack it once from a really tough angle. It was one of those greasy goals that Coach Hardy's been looking for, but he's going to need a couple more as it's only 1-1, and you got to think again it's going to be one of those greasy goals or someone out in front with a redirection, maybe setting a screen for one of those shots from the points, because the Pirates, they've really been firing shots from all over the place. Feels like if they have an opportunity to shoot, there is no hesitation.
Well, that's the thing. The biggest thing is that they're shooting when there's an opening. That's one thing. You'll see some games, some teams just fire the puck and just fire it right into the defender's shins, and then they go back the other way with a breakaway, or at least a 2-on-1 or something like that. And so the Pirates have done a really good job, and Blake Melshaw is a good example as well. He's had at least a few shots that have gone all the way through on net, or at least maybe missed the net by a little bit, but have been doing that when there's been traffic out in front. But the puck's been getting at least past that initial defender, and so you got to be really happy with that, because that's a big key that we've talked about all game, where you're not going to be able to beat Thompson clean, more than likely, unless you really pick your corner and have an amazing shot. But as of right now, it's going to take a lot of players to come together, either some east passing, get him going the opposite direction, or else you're going to have to get in his vision and block that for you to really get a goal. And again, that greasy goal from Colburn, that was the thing. It was a small opening and a lot of kind of players around Thompson out front there to kind of distract him a little bit, and it definitely wasn't didn't really beat him too cleanly in a sense. It was a mess out front, but that's what you need in order to really get things going.
It feels like I-Falls, their offensive attack is a lot more tactical. It feels like it's a lot more of a tactical attack. They're going to shoot with a purpose. They are not just, whereas Crookston, they're looking to fire anything and everything on goal. And it seems like tonight, I-Falls, they aren't just going to just shoot to shoot. They're going to make sure that they're going to give themselves a high-quality chance, and then they're going to shoot, which can be a pro and a con.
Oh, for sure. I mean, they definitely have been more a little, as I said, picky with their shots in a sense, but they're also looking for that pass to get across. And to give credit to the Pirates, they've done a really good job of having their sticks in the passing lane and also just kind of picking up what the Broncos are trying to put down and just doing a really good job in their own zone of pushing them to the outside. And if you're just trying to be picky and just trying to get those really good shots, if you're on the outside, you're not going to get too many shots on nets, and that's what we've seen. So either the Broncos need to just start firing pucks on net from the outside and start crashing and hoping something happens, or else they're really going to have to try to get in and beat the Pirates and get in. But the Pirates have had good help defense and just done a good job of slowing them down. And so we'll see if any adjustments are made. But if they keep it up, I think the Pirates will definitely have the better offensive period if they continue their game plan as well.
Haven't talked a lot about the face-off circle tonight, but it feels like the Broncos have really been winning a lot of face-offs. If I had an estimation, probably about 2/3 of the face-offs have gone the Broncos' way, and that's going to be something that probably both coaches are going to be preaching for. I-Falls, you're going to be looking at Coach Baldwin. He's going to be saying, hey guys, keep winning faceoffs. That's how we're going to be able to sneak one by, get that second goal. And if you're going to be Coach Hardy and the Pirates, you're going to say, hey guys, we need to wake up in the faceoff circle because we are losing tremendously.
Yeah, either tie someone up or just, you got to find something if you're the Pirates, because not a lot of success in the dot, and that can really set you up to make a long shift, especially in your own zone on a power play, having to go back and reset up, or on the penalty kill. Being on the defense right away, it's very important, and obviously it's something that we don't talk about too much about, especially because it's hard for us to track who wins and all that. We don't have all the statisticians here, but no, it can definitely set up your shift and can really help you out if you win that faceoff.
And it can make an icing that much more imperative, whether it be a Crookston or I-Falls icing. That can really tilt this game. Well, we are winding down this second period intermission. We're going to step aside and take a break. Third period action coming up between Crookston and I-Falls, still tied at 1 as we enter the third here on KROX.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
Hi, I'm Dr. Angie Smith, optometrist at the Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic. We aim to provide high-quality products to our patients, things that we use ourselves in treating our own dry eye or coatings that we like to use on our own glasses.
We offer myopia control contact lenses for children, which are soft contacts that not only correct their vision, but are designed to slow the progression of their nearsightedness.
The eyes lead the body, and we are passionate about helping the eyes be safer, sharper, and faster.
One to one is our score as we enter the third period, as we take a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. University of Merity, they defeated UMC in men's basketball 70-65. That one just went final a few moments ago. Earlier, we brought to your attention, but in case you missed that, we have some junior high basketball scores. The Crookston Pirates 7th grade boys basketball team, they took down East Grand Forks 37-31. And the 8th grade boys hoops team, they also got the victory 38-35. Junior high girls hoops, East Grand Forks defeated Crookston 12-10. As that's a look at our Drafts Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update for now. And of course, if we get any more scores rolling through, we will pass them along on to you.
Obviously, a lot of the games probably just starting at 7 or 7:30, as we had a little bit of an earlier game here. So that's kind of what happens when you have these nice start. The early starts are nice, but kind of tough on the scoreboard updates.
Off the face-off draw, Cooper Crandall is able to win the face-off for I Falls. Big hit as Caden Edwards was able to step into Lachlan Reiner's. A huge hit right off the rip. And now loose puck out in front. Kelly unable to find it, and now it's still lurking, and a shot. That's going to be twisted wide by Yuso. Into the corner, Shikowski. He'll send it back into the other corner here on the near side. Hit coming from Yuso. He's going to be able to come out with it. Loses the handle. 3 Pirates surround him. In the corner, and Hamry will reverse. Lubinski trying to get it past Crandall. He's able to do so. Gets it out to Edwards, who's going to work his way in. Edwards still working with this. Had this one stripped from behind by Shikowski, who will flip this along into the corner. Now trying to come out with this was Carlson. He was canceled out there by Jay Reese. Second line out there trying to get out there for the Pirates as they're able to complete the change. It was Benson who threw this one along. Reese from below tried to send this one. That one banked off the outside of the cage. Now back for Benson. Benson working the line, sends this over for Melsha for a drive. That one never got all the way through. And now a centering opportunity. Fisher had that one paddled aside. Now comes out for Benson. Benson flings one a high riser. That one went just over the head of Thompson. It's Ecker on the far side. Ecker, he'll flip this one further into the corner, trying to avoid the stick. There's a loose stick out there, and Melsha is able to come out with this. Bounces out for Ecker. Now it's Benson on the right side. He'll send it further and all the way down for Jay Reese. Reese with the centering chance. That one's going to be stopped and flung out by Hasbargen. It goes all the way down, and Benson is able to get the icing here just a minute and 44 seconds into this third period.
Yeah, the Broncos started with a little bit of offensive pressure there, but the Pirates come right back, and that's kind of the story of this game. It's been a real back-and-forth affair, and both teams having some momentum, and they give it up, and back and forth we go, and see if the Pirates can get it back.
Another face-off win as Keep was able to get this, and the puck is going to go out of play. So we'll do it again to Thompson's left.
A souvenir for a lucky fan. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? We did have the Chuck-a-Puck contest. That was very entertaining to watch in the second period intermission. Who's going to chuck the puck into the back of the net and break this 1-1 tie? Just 2 minutes here into this third period. Trying to go all the way down is Corpy. He's able to get there. He's the lone goal scorer for the Broncos. Behind the net, they still jab at it. Now squirts out to the corner. Keep in the corner. He's going to be knocked off the puck. Good play there from Jay Reese as motoring along is Lubinski. Lubinski on the far side sends one off the glove of Thompson, quickly covers it. And Thompson gets out of harm's way as well. Face-off coming, 14:40 left here in the third. First shot on the for the period for either side.
Yeah, and Thompson again having a very good night with his rebound control. And he gets that puck there, and another offensive zone draw for the Pirates.
This one to the right of Thompson, and it's going to be another face-off win for the Broncos. Jake Olson able to win the face-off, but able to keep this in as Melsha for the time being, keeping this one in. Also is Jackson Reese. That's the third line's out there for the Pirates. Puck is going to trickle over the blue line. Pirates having to touch up, and now Jackson Reese works his way forward. Had that one knocked away, and unable to clear the zone where the Broncos. Larson bashes this one in further. Big hit from Jackson Reese as Melsha's shot is going to sail high and wide. Getting this one is Parker Olson, and now slapping this one along is Wallander. And tying up, good play there as Wallander tied up Jackson Reese, but the Pirates are still trying to work with this as Colburn sends a shot. That one goes behind the cage. Larson on the far side. He's going to walk up. That shot never got all the way through to Thompson. And puck is now behind the net, trying maybe a wraparound opportunity. Colburn a shot out in front. That one was saved by Thompson. Pirates were unable to get to it. Baseballing this one forward was Melsha. And they still battle for it. Puck squirts back out to Melsha with a shot, and that one's saved by Thompson. He had to shrug that one aside. Now a pair of sticks, a yard sale in the Pirates' end. One player without that stick, that was Hasbergen. He was unable to play it, one of the defensemen. So the Pirates were able to get possession as Bouchow sends it to the back for Hamry. Hamry will fling this one around for Miller. Miller behind the net, sends one out in front, and Reitmeyer was unable to get a good stick on it. It went wide. Now into the far corner, it'll be Miller battling along as he's harassed by Parker Olson. Miller will send this one forward and around for Hamry to the right side. Pirates still working in their zone. A shot coming from Bouchow. That was saved. And coming in again was Nelson. His shot was deflected. It goes off into the corner. A centering feed, and unable to get a good stick was Reitmeyer. And a stoppage in play.
Looks like we got a penalty coming up on the Broncos. And that'll be number 3, Brody Carlson, coming off with a trip. As we'll finally get one of those sticks out of off the ice now.
Second trip of the game.
The second penalty of the game.
And just the second penalty of the game as well. Both of those against I Falls. So Brody Carlson, one of the top defensemen for the Broncos, is going to have to sit here for the next 2 minutes. Pirates 0 for 1 on the power play tonight. Lubinsky to Trudeau. Now in the corner, it's Edwards. Back to Trudeau. Looking for Lubinsky. One-timer. That one never got all the way through. They do have Edwards out in front. Now battling for it in the corner. Trudeau. Him and Jackson Reiners will battle for it. Puck squirts to the near side. Yuso trying to get it out. Hamry was unable to hold the line. Schakowski with the good play for the Broncos to clear. Lubinsky on the far side now for Trudeau as he puts the brakes on. Walks it back to Lubinsky at the point. And now it's Trudeau. Trudeau swirls one towards Lubinsky a little too far, but Lubinsky's able to hold it in. Sends it over for Street. Street from a bad angle, wasn't able to get the shot off, and able to clear this one only as far as Lubinsky was Reiners, who made Lubinsky was able to grasp that one out of the air. And now this one's going to get sent down, and Lubinsky again having to use his glove for a little save there, if you will. A minute has passed on this power play. Shot from Trudeau. That one's shrugged off by Thompson in the corner. Now it's Fisher coming off the bench. Pirates aren't able to get to it, and able to flip this one down and out was Crandall. It's going to go all the way down for Kelly to retrieve. 35 seconds left on the power play. And Yuso is going to spin and fire one down towards Kelly again. And he's just going to let this one sit for Melsha. Melsha slaps one ahead, trying to get to this is Fisher. He's able to do so, takes contact. Fisher still working with it as he goes from his knees back to his skates. Here's Jay Reese trying to work one and threw one in front, and Ecker was unable to get to it. And a big collision, and still working for it is Jay Reese. Now it's Ecker. Ecker trying to throw one out in front. Rebound, they score! Jay Reese puts it in with 3 seconds left on the power play, and the Pirates go up 2-1.
Hey, Tyler, where did he score that one?
Right out in front.
Bingo. Yes, a great job there. And, you know, Jay Reese, not the biggest player out there for the Pirates, but it doesn't matter as long as you are willing enough to stay in those greasy areas. And the sophomore gets a power play goal, and I wouldn't be surprised if that might be his first varsity goal. And, yeah, as he gets a whole bunch of pats on the head. And big for the Pirates, a power play that's been kind of struggling so far this year to break this one open. And that is huge for Jay Reese.
Just their second power play goal on the season. That was the 35th shot of the game, and it comes from Jay Reese. Another shot out in front, and that one had to be saved as coming in was Benson. Thompson having to stand tall once again, holding this at a 1-goal advantage for the Pirates. So a couple of quick shots as trying to call for this one was Reitmeyer from underneath. This one's going to get sent out, and Melsha will retrieve. Reese with his first goal on the season, his 4th point. And now moving forward is Reitmeyer. Tries to send this one down. That one's going to be paddled aside by Thompson. Just got it out to Carlson, who just came out of the penalty box, but now it was turned over. Carlson has to flip this one along, but it goes to Melsha. Melsha with the shot. That one's patted aside. In the quarter, trying to bash this one forward was Carlson. Couldn't do so. Went as far as Melsha. Melsha flips this one in. It took a ride on the boards. Able to get to this was Miller. Tried a centering feed for Benson, but that one's intercepted. Now racing the other way, it's going to be Crandall. Gets around one defender. Crandall working his way to the net. He's canceled out there by Trudeau. An excellent hit. Trying a stretch pass. They were looking for Reitmeyer. Unable to connect. Intercepted by Yuso. And offside is called. 9:33 left in the third period.
Well, great play there by both the defense on the Pirates there on that 1-on-2 in a sense, and Melsha with a good stick to take the puck off the Broncos player, and then also a good hit there finished up. So a great job there, and that's what you need to keep this game at a 2-1. You got to be solid on the defensive end. I know they got some offensive momentum, but you just got to remember you got to be safe and protect your goal contender.
We've seen Crandall a couple of times tonight. He's kind of worked his way around the defense. As puck is out of play, we'll have a stoppage here as I believe it hit the netting. But we've seen Crandall go from around the edge and kind of work his way in a couple of times, and he's had a couple of really good opportunities. And if it weren't for Carter Trudeau, who really got back and stopped the play, he might have had an excellent opportunity right out in front. Face-off win for Trudeau. So it'll be Lubinsky. Had that one poked away from him by Keep. Hamry gets it back to Lubinsky. Off the boards. And now working their way in is Edwards with the shot. That was deflected wide. Went off of the leg of Reiners. Jackson Reiners, that is. This one's going to be flipped down and out. And able to chase this one down is Lubinsky. Goes as far as Keep, who's going to enter the zone. Keep working his way in and slides into Kelly. And I believe we're going to get maybe a penalty here.
Yeah, trip actually on Crookston as, let's see here, I believe that was...
Looks like it's
Hamry.
Hamry.
Yep. He, he tried a hip check a little bit, but he really just got his skate and took out the Broncos. So it's a pretty easy call for the refs there, and now the Pirates need a very, very big kill. Broncos, big opportunity to tie this game back up. We haven't seen their power play yet.
First time we get to see the power play, as you mentioned, Bo, as faceoff is going to go into the corner. It's Keep. Keep behind the net. Still looking for it. Sends it to the back for Yuso. Yuso now for Crandall at the point. Crandall, he'll shift it down for Shikowski. Shikowski on the near side. Tried to get it back for Crandall, who kind of stumbled a little bit. Probably forced him to was unable to play it cleanly, and now goes all the way down. Thompson had to play this. Yuso tried to soccer one along. It went to Crandall, who tried to chip it in. Pirates are able to get it out of their own zone once again. And now we're going to get interference. As stepping into Colburn, it was Yuso. And it was a nice play that he was trying to make, but a little too much contact there, and it was right in front of the referee. Referee was probably 15 feet away.
Yeah, I know, and if they would have if Colburn would have touched the puck, probably would have been an interference call, but a very easy call to make once again, as the refs have done a good job calling this game right now. Obviously, we haven't had too many penalties, but as both teams have been playing pretty clean, but when those plays are made and the penalty needs to be called, they've been right on top of it.
So we got a minute and 20 of 4v4 action, which means the ice opens up, and for some of those playmakers, they are licking their chops right now, as this is a great opportunity with that ice open to possibly create some space. As it'll be Melsha to retreat. Just a minute left on Hamry's penalty. Melsha, he's going to walk with this into the Pirate zone, surrounded by all four Broncos on the ice. Trying to flip this one along, but it goes to Fisher. Now it's to the back for Lubinsky. His shot goes well wide. Fisher trying to get in there. He's going to be met by Carlson, who tries to send this forward. Now able to angle this one is Hasbergen, but that will only go as far as Ecker, who will turn and fire this one to Lubinsky. Lubinsky with the shot. That was saved by Thompson, and he's going to freeze the puck. 32 seconds left of 4v4 action.
Yeah, good job by the Pirates there. Melsha got the puck in, and then a good job by Fisher, too, to have a good forecheck and be a physical force on that. And then Ecker holding the line and all that. I mean, just a great overall performance by the Pirates to keep this puck in the offensive zone.
Trudeau and Corpy in the face-off circle. Corpy able to come up with the face-off win and a penalty right off the draw.
Looks like a slashing call is going to be called there, as that's going to go against the Broncos, number 20, Caden Corpy.
So Corpy is going to head to the bench. Now we're going to get 4-on-3 action here for the next 27 seconds. And then the Pirates are going to have a 5-on-3 for a little bit. And then a traditional 5-on-4 if they're unable to get that. So off the face-off, win to the back. Lubinski, a shot. That was an excellent save, but it might have been goaltender interference as Benson was knocked into Thompson. We'll have to see if they do end up calling this goaltender interference or not. Looks like they're going to for sure call it interference, but no penalty.
Huh. I didn't see the play at the goal mouth there, so I don't know exactly what happens, but either way we have a draw at the outside the zone, but the Pirates get it right back in.
Trudeau trying to burrow in, takes the hit, sends this over for Street. Street working from behind, trying to call for this with Lubinski. He's going to get it. Slap shot, that was blocked out in front. Now trying to get this across over for Trudeau. Trudeau on the near side. Penalty has been killed. Hamry's out of the box. It's 5-on-3. Trudeau sent one on goal. That one was saved by Thompson. And this is going to get flipped all the way down. About half a minute remaining of 5-on-3 power play action. Before returning will be Yuso. Hamry working his way in. A shot. That was a pad save for Thompson. 41st shot on goal. That one's going to get sent all the way back down again. That will probably kill the Yuso penalty. As all the way back to retrieve this is Lubinski. Now Fisher. Fisher motoring into the Pirates zone. Jay Reese sending this across for Ecker. Ecker at the top. Winds up and fires a shot. Save, rebound, they score! Garrett Fisher with the power play goal, and the Pirates are up 3-1.
And once again, it's down in the paint. So the Pirates are doing a phenomenal job crashing the net, and they're being rewarded for it. That's what you want to see as a coach. You preach all this time. We talk about it so much about, you know, you have to get down there. You have to be grinding in those dirty areas and you're going to get beaten up for it, but you're going to get rewarded. And to see it actually go in the back of the net really helps your cause, and it really puts some belief in your players. And a huge goal there for the Pirates to really help build this lead and give some breathing room.
Second power play goal of the evening for the Pirates, as it was Garrett Fisher who was able to score his second goal of the season. And that puts the Pirates up 3-1 here as we are just under 6 minutes left in the third. 43rd shot on goal for the Pirates to only 9 shots on goal for the Broncos, and the Broncos have only been able to come up with 1 shot here through 11.5 minutes of third period play. Melsha off the glass and down. Comes out to Carlson at center. He's going to send this one in. Goes right back to Melsha in the corner, and Melsha will flip it right back out to Carlson. And it goes through the legs of Carlson. He was unable to field it cleanly. And now Wallander has to go all the way back around his own net. He whiffed on it, now goes down to the ice as Wallander. Miller comes off the bench, and trying to hold the line was Hamry. It's out for offside. 5:08 left here in this third period, and once again, you know, Bo, these are the greasy goals that Coach Hardy has been looking for.
No, exactly. I mean, that's what I mentioned earlier, is that you can preach it all you want, but until it starts happening, some players might, start saying, oh, whatever, Coach, I can score from here, I can score from wherever. But seeing some success in those dirty areas really helps your cause. As we have another penalty here. This will be a hold.
We'll have to see who the guilty party is, as shaking his head is the first Crookston goal scorer of the night, Brandon Colburn, and now second penalty of the period called on Crookston. This is the 5th penalty we've had this period. We only had 1 in the first 2 combined.
Yeah, it happens. And the thing is, too, nothing really too aggressive. I mean, there hasn't been like boarding calls or anything like that, but just some plays that have been easy to call, and some, I don't want to say lazy plays, but just some lucky plays as well, where your stick gets underneath the skate, or you're maybe having lose your balance, you pull down a guy. So see if the Pirates can kill this off and then keep the momentum on their side.
And this is a great opportunity for the Broncos to really tilt the ice in their favor here with the man advantage. They're going to have to do it from their own end, though, as Pirates have done a great job here killing off the first 20 seconds of this power play. Now moving forward, this is Shikowski. Shikowski on the far side. Lost the puck, but got it back. Tried to center one. No one was there. And able to turn and fire this one down is Jackson Reese. All the way down for Thompson to play as he'll whip this one around. Trying to chop at this one was Yuso, but he was unable to get a stick on it. And Hamry fires this down. And a good penalty kill so far for the Pirates. The Broncos haven't been able to set up the power play quite yet. So now moving forward is Crandall out of his own end. Gets it across for Jake Olson. He'll lay it back for Yuso, and he loses this, and now Edwards on a breakaway. Edwards moving on in. Edwards to the backhand, he scores! Caden Edwards with the shorthanded goal, and the Pirates are up now 4-1.
And that's a thing on the penalty kill. If you really be a good job, have good positioning, a good stick up by the point, don't get out of position, you can be rewarded. And Caden Edwards there just able to go through and a quick move to the backhand and give Thompson credit as much as he could. Just couldn't come up with that save. And I mean, now this is getting really into full-blown ice tilt, and the Broncos are going to take a timeout and really try to get things figured out for them.
Wise decision here as you give up that shorthanded goal. 54 seconds left on the power play, so still plenty of time for the Broncos to try and dial up something. It's going to come off of this face-off draw as Caden Edwards now scores his third goal of the season, increasing his team high and his 4th point on the year. And so, you know, what do you do if you're the Broncos? You just had a shorthanded goal scored on you. The Pirates have scored the last 4 goals. You've only been able to create 1 shot on goal here through the first 14 minutes or 13 minutes of play. What do you do?
I mean, it's a very tough, tall task to do, but you really just gotta honestly forget the scoreboard for a little bit and really just get on your offensive pressure and just you just got to get pucks deep, and you got to get a forecheck going. That's something they haven't done really all game. The Pirates have done a very good job breaking out of their own zone, and it's come down to some plays at the point where the Broncos haven't been able to hold the zone, and I think that's really hurt them so far. So if they can really just get a couple shots on net, just start there, get some momentum, and it's a tall task ahead, but at least if you want to get a goal or two here and really help out your cause.
And if you like scoring depth for the Pirates, 3 of the 4 lines have scored tonight. Granted, only 1 of those goals have come at even strength. Broncos trying to send this one forward. It's Jake Olson. This will wrap all the way around. Keep trying to get to this. Puck is going to squirt out to the middle. And a couple of nice moves, but unable to really gain control of Shikowski until he gets all the way to the far corner. Shikowski banks one off the boards for Yuso. Yuso for Crandall. Net is empty. Thompson to the bench. It's now 6-on-4. Puck behind the net and trying to send this one all the way down is Larson. This is going to go all the way down, and without Thompson back there, he isn't able to play it or send it forward for the Broncos, so they have to go all the way back behind their own cage to retreat. 10 seconds left on the man advantage, and Lubinsky, he's just going to bash this one down once more. Trying to retreat are the Broncos, and they are able to do so. Getting to this is Wallander. 3 minutes left as Colburn comes out of the box. He steals the puck, fires one just wide of the net, and he was on the Pirates' side of the red line, so this is an icing. Faceoff is going to come all the way down to Kelly's left.
Yeah, when you're at center ice, I don't mind taking a shot at the open net, too. It's one thing if you're down behind your own goal line, but good opportunity just missed, and that really would have iced it. So the Pirates in their own end, they really need a big faceoff win here to get it out, and the Broncos, I mean, they've had a lot of success in the faceoff dot. They just need to have some sustained time in the offensive zone.
Net is still empty here with 2:48 left as Pirates are able to win the faceoff. A shot is going to be gloved aside by Kelly. And they'll do it again to Kelly's left. Just 5 seconds came off the clock there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure I love the whole trying to clear it right away. I mean, no point of icing it either. You're not on the kill anymore, so try to get a good breakout here. I know it might be tough with an extra Bronco on the ice, but you got to be a little smarter than that instead of getting a good opportunity for International Falls.
Everyone always says up the boards and out, right?
Yeah.
And now here is Donarski. Donarski in the corner, tried to poke it along. He was able to poke it for Fisher. That was held in. A good job by Shikowski on the blue line to keep it in for the Broncos as they go to work behind the net. Now on the near side. Here's Parker Olsen sending one out in front. Corpy unable to find it. It's still loose. They scramble for it, and play is halted as the puck is under a couple of bodies right in front of Kelly, and Kelly was down there. He might have been on top of it. Either way, we get a penalty as well. It'll be a cross-check on Donarski. So the third penalty call against the Pirates here in this period. That's going to send them, the Broncos on the power play here with 2:18 left.
Yeah, that's something that I think Hardy will probably want to talk to his players afterwards. I mean, good first two periods with no penalties called, and now they're just getting a little sloppy. So I need to work on that, especially with the Broncos going full force.
Face-off win for the Pirates, and Benson flips this along. Able to get to this is Edwards. Edwards maybe looking for another shorthander. Centering feed, and it was a quick turnover. Jake Olsen was looking for Parker Olsen, but the pass was too far in front. And the Pirates dodged a big bullet there. It was a 2-on-0, a quick 2-on-0. Now the Broncos enter the zone into the right corner. It's Jake Olsen. Sends it now for Shikowski. They battle for it, and now able to come up with this is Keep. Keep behind the net. 100 seconds left in the period. Keep is still working behind the net, now trying to find someone, a centering opportunity. This one's going to get slapped all the way down. It hits the post off of the stick of Reitmeyer. And Reitmeyer, he's been looking for his first goal of the season. And 1:25 left. And, Bo, this is an opportunity, what we talked about earlier. If you're one of those guys looking to get a goal, a great chance here is an empty netter. Just seeing one go in the net can really boost your confidence.
Well, especially on the kill, so, I mean, you don't have to worry about icing it, so that is nice. But also you got to be smart and make sure you're not just being a little selfish and trying to get that goal. I mean, obviously you have to, think about being team and defending first. But as looks like the goaltender is going to come back on Thompson, I'll count that it was an offside call, so face off in the neutral zone rather than the offensive zone.
1:08 left in the period, 51 seconds left on the cross-check penalty to Coda Donarski. It will be Wallander in the face-off circle against Jackson Reese. And now just flipping this one in is Sivanen, and able to get to this was Melsha. Tried to backhand it out, was unable to do so. And a shot, that one's blocked out in front. Another opportunity, a save from Kelly. Now he has to sprawl out and cover. And a couple of opportunities late. It was Asher Keep who got the most recent shot on goal for the Broncos, as they're starting to get some shots on goal, but it just might be too little too late here with 53.7 seconds left.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for the Broncos because they had a good first period there, and then they just kind of lost their offensive drive, and now they found it. But, yeah, as you said, I think it's going to be a little too late.
But this is, a point here, only the second game of the season for the Broncos, as this one's going to get sent down by the Pirates for them maybe you get one of these late goals, that can really transfer momentum. Now on the near side, it's Corpy. He'll work in to the zone, a shot, good save from Kelly. Good reaction as Corpy follows his own shot in the corner, tried to center one, no one was home. Hamry is there for the Pirates. He'll play this along, and bashing this one out was Reese. Penalty has been killed by the Pirates. Just 15 seconds left as Donarski comes out of the box. Now he's going to play it and soccer this one along, and Donarski's going to go with this. Fires a shot. That was just wide of Thompson. 5 seconds left here in the period, and this one's going to come out to center. Corpy's going to try and poke this along. 2 seconds and 1, and the Pirates get their third win of the season. They advance to 3-0. And they win this one 4-1 over Falls. As the Pirates, great offensive performance, 44 shots on goal. And Crookston able to take this one 4-1. So the Pirates, 3-game win streak to start the season. We're going to talk about that and more. We'll also talk with Coach Hardy as well, as our post-game show will begin right here on KROX on the other side of this break.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
Hi, I'm Dr. Angie Smith, optometrist at the Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic. We aim to provide high-quality products to our patients, things that we use ourselves in treating our own dry eye or coatings that we like to use on our own glasses.
We offer myopia control contact lenses for children, which are soft contacts that not only correct their vision, but are designed to slow the progression of their nearsightedness.
The eyes lead the body, and we are passionate about helping the eyes be safer, sharper, and faster.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball,
baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf, volleyball,
trap shooting, hockey, basketball,
wrestling. So we have a lot of sports.
And there is
orchestra,
band,
choir,
visual arts,
speech, theater, Leo Club. And Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is
my education destination.
Crookston Valley Cooperative in Crookston is your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering the products and services that you've come to expect. Crookston Valley Cooperative specializes in seed, chemical, and fertilizers that you need to keep your farm operation growing. For expert advice you can rely on, give Sean, Mike, or Matt a call at 281-1178 today or stop by at Crookston Valley Cooperative, located at 1122 Fairfax Avenue in Crookston. Crookston Valley Co-op, here to keep you growing.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Minnesota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 211-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
Pirates end up winning this one 4-1 over International Falls. 44 shots on goal. Kane Thompson came up with 40 stops tonight. Parker Kelly, 12 saves on the evening. He only let one goal by him. That was the first goal of the evening. Let's go over the scoring for tonight. Caden Corpy, he scored the first goal of the evening. That was in the second period. That came at 7:10. That was at even strength. Cooper Crandall and Noah Schikowski, they were able to get the 2 assists there. Then, about 5 minutes later at 12:08, Brandon Colburn, he scored his second goal of the season, and that was assisted by Liam Larson. That was also at even strength for Crookston. That tied things up at 1. And that was our score after 2. And then in the third period, the Pirates' power play, they really awoke as Jay Reese, he was able to score his first goal of the season. That was assisted from Grayson Ecker and Garrett Fisher at 6:08 on the power play. And then Garrett Fisher, he would score himself at 10:51. on the power play as well. That too was assisted by Ecker. So Ecker was able to get his 4th assist on the season. That leads the team, and he also leads the team in points at 5 after this evening. And then Caden Edwards, he was able to score a shorthanded goal at 13:07. That was unassisted, and that was the 4th and final goal of the night, as the Pirates were able to get the 4-1 win. 4 penalties called on International Falls, 3 of them on Crookston, and all 6. Well, we had 6 penalties called in the 3rd period, just 1 in the previous 2 periods combined. So with all of that being said, as I bring back in once again Bo Melby. Bo, overall, your thoughts on Crookston's performance tonight before we hear from Coach Hardy?
Well, I think it was a great performance top to bottom. I mean, everyone really contributed, and just there weren't many mistakes, honestly. It was a pretty clean play in their own zone, in the neutral zone, and the offensive zone. Parker Kelly looked good in net, tracking the puck well, and also lunging out to get some crucial freezes and stoppages for the Pirates. And special teams came through as well, and that's something that they didn't have a whole lot of success before. Only, I think they're, 1 for 8, I think, we've come into this game. So
yep,
that was a pretty big night for them. And then really just, top to bottom, really can't complain about how they played. It was good to see, again, another wide range of scores. That's something that they've really been probably the biggest strength so far, besides Parker Kelly and net having a good game. So they continue to play like this. They're going to be they're going to have a good season. Obviously, they haven't played the big 3 yet in Thief River Falls, East Grand Forks, or Warroad. But still, if they play like this, at least it should be some better games than maybe some years past. So I would definitely, going into the game tomorrow night, be pretty happy if I was Coach Josh Hardy.
And this is another game for Crookston, 40-plus shots on goal. They've done that a couple of times here already this season, so you got to like the fact that, and even tonight, they started off with 10 shots on goal in the first, 16 in the second, then 18 in the third, and it feels like the offense, tonight it took a little bit of time for them to warm up, but once they kind of got their rhythm, they really started buzzing out there, and that's something that we're going to see, again, from all 4 lines, as you mentioned earlier, top to bottom, all of them getting themselves quality chances out there.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing. I mean, obviously, the quicker the starts will be the better, but still the fact that, they got it going. And even if they weren't scoring right away, they're still having some good offensive zone time, and they can really take that and be happy with the first couple periods and starting to wear down the other team. And then as you wear them down, hey, goals will come. And I think the biggest thing, too, for the Pirates is that they're getting into those dirty areas, and they're down low, and that's how you really can find some success, especially if you don't have a team full of guys who are have the great shots going D1 and all that jazz. They're a team of grinders. We've said it a bunch of times. They really do. They're going to try and outwork you, and they've done a great job so far this season. And I think that's something that they can really continue to be happy with looking forward.
And this is one of those grinded out type of games. Started slow. You're trailing 1-0 at home. You're playing against a team that's only played once on the season, and they hadn't played since November 28th. And you're thinking to yourself, boy, we really got to get ourselves going here. And the Pirates were able to do that, and it kind of turned with the flip of a switch. They were able to somehow get themselves going. I'll be interested to see what Coach Hardy has to say, what took place in between periods 1 and 2, and after that first goal scored.
Yeah, and the thing is, too, it was good to see that they weren't panicking. I think that's another thing that we might see in teams of the past that, you're like, oh, God, we need to be doing better than this. We're better than this team. Or, this team, as you said, it's only their second game. We've already played 2, and we just played more recent than them even. And it can kind of get in your head. It can be a mental game. But the Pirates really did a good job of just, putting their head down and just going to work and doing what the coaching staff has been praising all year long is just hard-nosed hockey. And they've done a great job so far. And so it's good to see that they, again, they stuck to their guns. They knew what they were doing, and they didn't fall back and have any issues there. So.
And if you're the Broncos on the other side, you got to be saying to yourself, hey, okay, we shut out Crookston first off in the first period. It was 0-0. We had a 1-0 lead at one point. A couple of things go our way, maybe, and that's part of, not playing a lot and having such a long layoff. You're unable to really gain that rhythm. So that's got to be really nice for them to see, there are a lot of positive takeaways here for I-Falls in this early part of the season.
Oh, definitely. I mean, they had a very strong game. It was just honestly the fact that they just kind of those penalties really came back to hurt them, and that's the biggest thing is that the Pirates their penalty kill really came through and had some good play, and that was probably one of the biggest difference makers in a sense that the Pirates were able to really find some success. And the Broncos, they had really good first 2 periods, and they scored first, which is what you want to do as a team on the road. And I think they're really gonna they're gonna find some more steps. They're gonna find their footing more as this young season goes on for them. So definitely. It's a tough loss, but they're going to bounce back. Hopefully, they play Red Lake Falls tomorrow, I believe. Tomorrow or Saturday, one of the two. They play them recently here, coming up. So they have a quick turnaround, and I'm guessing that they're just going to, look forward and say, hey, that was a tough game, and it's a section game you want to win. But luckily, they can turn around and hopefully get another one coming up here soon.
And one of the bright spots, Kane Thompson, he was able to be huge tonight. 40 saves this evening. He really kept them in this game, especially early.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, he was definitely probably their best player in those, honestly, probably the whole game. I mean, granted, they did, there's plenty of skaters for I Falls that had some pretty good showings, but the thing is that he really kept them in the game for the first 2 periods. That is for sure, because the Pirates had some opportunities. It could have been easily 2-0 or 2-1, 3-1 in the first or second period before they, Pirates really turned it on. So
Pirates able to come out with this one 4-1 as they take down International Falls. And again, the Pirates, they advance to 3-0-0 on the season. So it's got to be nice for the Pirates to get off to this really nice start. You get some wins under your belt, and that's going to really help the mojo of this team moving forward.
Oh, exactly, and especially against section opponents, that's a huge thing as well. I mean, these are games that look at the schedule like, okay, we need to win these games because we know we have tougher opponents that we're going to face, and so I think that's a big thing for the Pirates, that they can be really happy with the fact that they played well and they played as a team very well. I mean, hasn't been just individual players. That's been top to bottom, as we've said so long here. This team is really a full, everyone in, all in, and no one's gonna put the team on the back and carry them through. Obviously, maybe you want your goalie to steal a game here or there, but besides that, I mean, it's just been a good performance from the Pirates so far.
We are going to have more hockey later on this evening. The Minnesota Wild, they're going to take on the Vancouver Canucks. The pregame show is going to start at 8:45 there, and we will have the drop of the puck from BC at 9 o'clock. And again, as you hinted at, Bo, tomorrow night, the Pirates, they're going to be in action once again. They're going to be taking on St. Paul Johnson. We're going to have that right here on the KROX YouTube stream, as that one should be a good one. We will talk with Coach Hardy to preview that once he gets up here. So we're going to step aside, take a break, and then we are going to hear from the Pirates head coach. We're going to also try and get at least a player or two, possibly, as maybe talk with one of the goal scorers or even Parker Kelly. Boy, he's been really busy so far. He's put together 3 really great performances thus far on the season. But we're going to step aside, take a break as our post-game show continues. Again, the Pirates, they win this one 4-1 over I Falls right here on KROX.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Minnesota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
Our post-game show as we have Caden Edwards here from Crookston. And Caden, you were actually able to score the final goal of the game, a shorthanded goal. Yep. It was unassisted. Walk us through what you saw out there and then your move to get by Thompson.
Well, yeah, we were on the PK, so I just tried to pressure the puck in hard, like Hardy tells us to, and I backed it out, let them attack on us, and then just made a step at the blue line when I saw he fumbled it, and I practiced that move a couple times on practice. So just decided to pull it out, and it worked this time.
A little patience there, wait for him to go down, and then you just went right around him, and then you see the net mouth wide open, and that's just going to make your eyes bug up, you're ready to go. And you were able to put it in the back of the net. Third time you've done so this season already. You lead the team in goals scored. How have you been able to get off to such a quick start?
Well, yeah, this summer, I put a lot of work in on my shot, skated all summer, really keened in on my goal scoring. Felt like I didn't produce as much as I'd like to past year, so it feels good to get off to a hot start this year.
Getting a shorthanded goal, obviously, that's a really tough task. How important is that for your confidence, knowing that, hey, I can score, power play, I can score even strength, and now getting one on the shorthanded, that's got to be really nice.
Oh yeah, it's huge. I think we're a really fast team, so the PK is not too big of a disadvantage. Obviously, against a team similar to skill with us, like I Falls is, against a team more fast, maybe it's not, but. We were really able to use our speed out there on the PK. I think it is a positive for us, so huge.
44 shots on goal as a team tonight. You guys have really been firing a ton of shots on net. Is that kind of the MO of this team?
Yeah, definitely. We're definitely a team that likes to get shots and, starting to get those rebounds. A lot of our goals this year have just been shots from afar to win in, but tonight, we got a couple dirty ones, which felt really good to hammer in.
You get another win, now 3-0 on the season. What have been some of those keys to getting off to such a good start as a group?
It's all a team effort. We got 4 lines that can really play, so it's all about playing all 4, staying more fresh than the other team, just playing hard, back checking, and doing all the little things.
How important is that to be fresh, knowing that, hey, your fourth line can produce just as many A-quality opportunities as your top line with Carter Trudeau and Ryan Street?
Yeah, no, it's huge. Something we haven't really had here, many lines that can skate like 4. So it's huge. We're just fresh the whole time. We're all going hard, and I got full faith in all 3 of the lines just like they got in ours. So it's really nice.
And something that was really impressive, you guys were limiting I Falls to just 13 shots on goal, making sure that Parker Kelly in net was not too busy tonight.
Yeah, he's a really good goalie, so we got a lot of trust in him back there, but we're really playing for him in the D zone, trying to get out and block as many shots as we can, and back checking hard this year is a really big thing for us.
Well, we get to see you once again tomorrow night. You're going to play St. Paul Johnson. Do you know anything about them?
Don't really try to look too much into that stuff, but, we know that's going to be a hard game. They want that cup just like we do, and we're going to try and keep it here this year.
Well, best of luck tomorrow night. Congratulations on the shorty, and we'll see you here tomorrow night.
Yeah, thank you.
So that was Caden Edwards as he joined us here on our post-game show, as we are still awaiting Coach Hardy to join us here on our post-game show, as one of the captains, Caden Edwards, is just joined us. So give the headset right there back to you, Bo. And Edwards, again, his 3rd goal on the season, 4th point overall. He is 2nd in points. We also have Jay Reese. He has 4 points this season, but Grayson Ecker with 5 points on the season, had a couple of assists tonight. As Bo, let's bring you in. Let's get you on camera as well here. Let's chat about Grayson Ecker. We talked about him quite a bit, too, about, the fact that the puck's been finding him, and also the man that we just talked to, Caden Edwards. Both of those guys have really been off to such a great start, and the stats show.
Oh, for sure. I mean, they definitely have both had a nose for the puck, and they really have had good opportunities, and they're just making the most of it. That's the biggest thing, too. I mean, you can always do so much with the puck, but, I mean, if the fact that you are getting to the net and actually finding those good scoring opportunities and finding each other, it's just been it's really good to see that, again, and we can say it as many times as we want, but it's the biggest part of this team. The depth and the fact that they're all scoring is huge. And, I mean, I think at this point last year, I mean, you probably had maybe 1 or 2 players with multiple goals. So, I mean, it's good to see, I mean, all 3 or 4 lines have multiple goals, and it's just been really exciting to watch. And I think as soon as Josh Hardy eventually shows up, Coach Hardy, Edwards said he was going to go find him. He's like, I don't know, I'll go find him somewhere. I'm like, all right, good, thank you. So we got to wrap up our post-game show eventually. But no, yeah, so I think that's been the biggest thing, is that I mean, they all have been just really meshing together well. It's been everyone on, and then no one's really trying to do too much. So it's been good. So.
And we heard Edwards talk about how important it is to have all 4 lines there, and it keeps those guys fresh. He plays on the top line. We see him out there doing penalty kill, power play. He's doing a little bit of everything, but it keeps him fresh and those top line guys fresh. And as we talked about, the 4th line can be just as dangerous as the 1st line.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think that's going to help them out a lot in a lot of their games this year is the fact that they have fresh legs. I mean, and you want to make sure you're well conditioned, obviously, but I mean, as the year goes on, that helps. But the fact that they're rolling all 4 lines and even all 3 defensive pairings, I saw Donarski at the end there, and got that penalty. But I mean, the fact he was out there with just a few minutes left, I mean, that just shows that Hardy has confidence in everyone. And it doesn't matter what time of the game it is, what's the situation, you're more likely going to get your name called, and you got to be ready.
And we were talking about the second defensive pairing of Melsha and Benson, probably just as much as we were talking about the first defensive pairing in Lubinsky and Hamry.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's the thing. It's and it helps when you have just a lot of leadership on all sorts of lines. And thank goodness he's finally here. I can get off my knees here real quick.
As we bring in Coach Hardy here, we'll have you take a seat right here.
I mean, I got to come out after Eddie. I heard he did great. He said he was awesome.
We are now joined by the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Coach Josh Hardy. As Coach, you're able to get another victory, advance to 3-0, 4-1 tonight. What did you see out there from your team?
Yeah, I mean, we found a way to win, right? I don't know how many shots we ended up with, but it was
44.
It was quite a bit, right? I thought their goalie played great. He's a young sophomore who I thought was really tough all night on us. He made some nice saves. We didn't do a great job getting to the net early. But in that third period, right, we got tough and we got to the net and we scored some nice goals right on the net, and it was a fun win for us.
Adversity early on in the season, tied at 0-0 after 1. You go down 1-0 on your own home ice, but then you're able to battle back and come through and score 4 consecutive goals. What was the message in between the first and second period, and then after they scored the first goal?
Yeah, I mean, in between the first and second, it's, hey, we just keep doing what we're doing, right? I thought we dominated that period for long stretches of time, and we just weren't rewarded yet, and that was the kind of the conversation in the locker room that, hey, we don't look at the scoreboard, how do you feel about that period, right? And we felt pretty good about it. We thought we were doing a lot of things well, and then we go out in the second, like we talked about in the pregame, right? I mean, I want to see how we respond to some adversity. And we got down a goal early. It was, we just didn't mark a guy out front, and he buried on us. And now all of a sudden, this game that we're dominating for long stretches, we're down a goal. So how do we respond? I thought it took us a little bit longer than I would have liked. But guys, we just had it's how you react on the bench. How do you feel about it, right? And they figured it out, and then all of a sudden, Johnny on the spot, Bucky scores a big goal for us, and it seems like he tends to do that quite a bit. So he squeaked one through, and then it was things started rolling from there.
You talked about you wanted to get some greasy goals. Well, it felt like all of those, at least 3 of them were the greasy goals, and then you had Caden Edwards there on the breakaway at the end, shorthanded. Let's go through those 3 greasy goals that we ended up seeing. Exactly what you were looking for. Guys out in front, getting to those dirty spots and putting in the work.
Yeah, we put pucks on net and good things happen sometimes. That was kind of Bucky's goal, right? He squeaks one through, and then we get, I think Reese was the next one. Was that on power play, the second goal?
Yes, second and third were both
2 power play
plays.
goals. I mean, that's huge for us too, right? But Jay Reese is he's a little guy, but he works harder than anybody out there, it seems like at times. And he was got rewarded for banging around out front and found the puck and did a nice job putting it in the back of the net. And then Garrett Fisher, same thing, kind of. Not necessarily, he plays more up on the wall on that power play, but he snuck down in front of the net and again, found a goal out front, and 2 power play goals is big, especially since we've been spending some time on it in practice. And if I'm being 100% honest, it hasn't been great. And our PK feels real good about themselves in practice most days. So for us to get 2 tonight and kind of crack that open was big.
A player that both Bo and I noticed that was really flying around tonight, Grayson Ecker. He gets a couple of assists. Now has 4 assists on the season, leads the team in points with 5. Let's talk about Ecker's play.
Yeah, I know Gray's been good. He's building his confidence here. I just that whole line together has been really solid for us all year. So he just skates so well. He's strong on the puck, and he's not even like he's a sophomore. Like I can't. When he's a senior, he's going to be a monster. But he's strong on the puck. He does things the right way. He works hard, and he's sort of I think Jay's maybe the engine of that line, but Gray does a lot of things really well to put them in positions to score. So he's in position every time on the ice. It's not somebody I ever have to talk to about, hey, I need you here, hey, I need you here. He just one of those kids who's got a real high hockey IQ, and we're seeing him. Obviously you see that with the assists, and then he's got one goal on the year, an empty netter. We talked about that last week, but he's been a huge part of our offensive surge here, I guess.
And the offense, it seemed to warm up as the evening went on. 10 shots on goal in the first, 16 in the second, then 18 in the third. And also scoring depth, you get 3 of your 4 lines that put the puck in the back of the net.
Yeah, we were, again, depth-wise, I thought it was good again tonight. Bucky gets the goal, Jay, Fish, Eddie gets a shorty. I wasn't sure what he was doing on that breakaway. He said he watched a TED Talk. I don't know. Did he say that on the radio? Did he talk about his goal? I don't know.
He had mentioned that he had practiced that shot.
He says we need to watch it next day at practice, so I'm going to have to figure out what he's talking about. But, he scores a nice one. And I thought the next line was really good, too. I thought Michael Botchaw was dealing with a little bit of hip injury. He looked great. Mason Reitmeyer is, he can't get the monkey off his back. Seems like he's had a million chances to score, can't quite find the back of the net yet. He sends one down and hits the pipe on an empty netter. He just came back to the bench shaking his head. And but I thought he was really good tonight. And then Lucas Miller is definitely a guy who is a big time energy guy for us, and he had some great shifts tonight too. So I thought top to bottom we were really good.
Another really good performance. And your defense, too. We haven't really talked a whole lot about them. Tegan Lubinsky, Tate Hamry, Blake Melcha, Riley Benson. Yeah. And we even got to see a lot of Ty Larson and even some Coda Donarski,
Coda was good. We talked about that, too, in the locker room. He takes a penalty. Coda takes a penalty late in the game, but that saved us a goal, right? Like, he had to clear out in front, and that's what we need. That's what we need you to do. So, no, I thought they were really good all night. Ty had a couple of nice shots. He's so good on the puck coming out to the point and just one time in it real quick, and it's something that I can't do. So I always laugh, and I think he almost hit one out of the air tonight. So he's been great. And then those top 4 are kind of our workhorses, and they've been awesome. Tegan Lubinsky just goes and goes and goes and goes, and he's got a motor on him, man. He creates a lot of offense for us. As a sophomore, we had to play maybe a little bit more conservative style, and this year I said, you're going to love me this year because I'm just going to let you go. And he's been good. Offensively, he joins the rush. He carries the puck up. And then I know with him and Tate and regardless, any of our 6 defensemen, that they're gonna shut it down on the backside and do a good job for us. So only giving up 1 goal tonight. Obviously, we didn't give up a ton of shots, but I thought they had some decent scoring chances. And PK was up to the task again. He doesn't stop a point-blank shot in front, where not many goalies are, right? So he was tough for us all night, came up with some big ones, and a really good, again, top to bottom team effort. And now we head into tomorrow against St. Paul Johnson in a big Lions Cup game.
What do you know about St. Paul Johnson?
Not much. We went down there last year. I think we won 8-1, or no, 8-0. We got the shutout. I remember because I had to just take a picture so Bo can get the trophy right for me. But Jaron Bailey got the shutout down there, and we played a really good hockey game, and came out the next day and played another good one, I remember. But they're every year it's sort of a struggle to see how many guys we got. Are we going to be able to make a team? And Moose does a really good job down there getting those guys to buy in and play the right way and come out and play hockey. And they're going to come up and they'll be tough. They always are. They always work hard. But hopefully we can get the win again and retain the cup.
Well, we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow night. Should be another good one. And as you try and make it 4-0, a 4-game win streak start would sound mighty nice.
Yeah, I don't know the last time we got off to a 4-0 start, but thanks to Mr. Lubarski, did a nice job scheduling us this year, and we got some wins early, which obviously helps to build the confidence, right? Like, the guys feel good about themselves right now, but we got to make sure that, hey, we feel good about ourselves, but we're still showing up every game. That was sort of our message pregame, and I thought we did a good job of that tonight. So yeah, hopefully we can keep her going tomorrow.
Thank you very much for joining us, Coach. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks.
So that was Coach Josh Hardy joining us here on our post-game show as we are going to wrap things up here. The Pirates, they get the 4-1 victory over International Falls as they improve to 3-0-0 on the season. Well, we're going to have Minnesota Wild hockey coming up here in 10 minutes' time. That's when the pregame show is going to start. We'll have that and the drop of the puck at 9 o'clock as the Wild, they are going to be taking on Vancouver. Should be a good one there between those two squads. As we're going to be right back here tomorrow night. We're going to have the broadcast between the Crookston Pirates and the St. Paul Johnson. That's going to be on the YouTube stream only. We're going to have another busy, it's going to be a very busy Friday, another busy weekend here on KROX. We have all kinds of action. We hope that you are going to be joining us as tomorrow we are going to have the stream here. Will start at around 5:30 with the Riverview Health pregame show. The puck drop is set for 6 o'clock here. Also on our YouTube live stream, we're going to have Crookston Pirates boys and girls basketball. It's a back-to-back doubleheader over just next door at the high school. It'll be the boys first as they take on War Road. Again, the Riverview Health pregame show. That one's going to be set for 5:30. Tip-off scheduled for 6 o'clock as the JV game is going to be taking place before then. And then the girls will follow the boys. It will be also Crookston and War Road. On the radio side, we're going to have Crookston Pirates girls hockey as they take on Rock Ridge. We'll have the Riverview Health pregame show for that starting at 6:30. Puck drop 7 o'clock. Again, that one is just on the radio side, and we're going to have a stream set up for boys hockey. Again, we're going to have our Riverview Health pregame show starting at 5:30. Drop the puck for 6 o'clock on one stream, and then on another stream, we're going to have basketball between the Pirates as they host War Road in both boys and girls basketball. Should be an exciting Friday evening here on KROX. We hope that you join us in some capacity tomorrow night. We thank you for joining us tonight as the Crookston Pirates, one last time, they get the win over I-Falls 4-1 to improve to 3-0 on the season. For Chris Fee, who is snapping photos for us tonight, Cam Herron and Bo Melby, I'm Tyler Hergert. We hope you have a great evening. Thank you for joining us once again as we are going to sign off for the evening. Before we do that, we'd like to thank our sponsors for making this possible. Without them, we would be unable to do this and do our live stream and put it on the radio. So thank you to our sponsors, and the best way to thank our sponsors is to patronize them. If you are unable to do so, at the very least, say thank you for sponsoring high school athletics on KROX. 4-1 the final score. The Pirates get the victory over I-Falls. We'll hopefully see you again